Good Thursday evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Roane State Community College, the site of a good doubleheader in high school basketball in the state of Tennessee. It's McMinn Central taking on Cookeville. I'm Noah McKay on the call here on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network. They're to be joined in the press box by my friend Jacob Vinson, and we're moments away from tip-off in game number one. This is the Hooper Huddleston and Horner Funeral Home pregame show, and it's the McMinn Central Chargerettes taking on the Cookeville Lady Cavaliers. And Jacob, these two teams faced off to open the season a year ago. It was a great one on this floor, a 60-58 overtime win for McMinn Central. This is two teams with hopes of going to the Glass House this season. It's why they're playing each other early in the year, and it is a stiff test for the Lady Cavaliers tonight.
Yeah, a good 4A team in Cookeville and a very good 2A team that always has expectations of making the Glass House and winning state titles. Fell short a little bit last year because they ran into an Upper Cumberland team in York Institute. For this Cookeville team, though, a good test early on this season.
It is, and the national anthem about to be played, so we'll step aside and come back with the starting lineups and all the action. Tonight's broadcast presented by Double Precision Landscaping and Lawn Maintenance on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
What if opportunity was all in a day's work?
We find new ways to make vacation dreams a reality. And that inspires me to do my best work every single day.
What if you can make a real impact in people's lives with a team that cares?
What I do matters, not just for guests, but for my team. We rely on each other each and every day.
What if your work inspired fun and moved people?
We put the world on vacation. Our job is to make people happy. Inspiring travelers around the world to live their best lives never stops being fulfilling.
At Travel and Leisure, what if can be what is. Stop wondering. Join the travel movement and start a career where memories start with you.
All Sports and Outdoors in Jamestown is the Upper Cumberland's best sporting goods store. From cleats to camping supplies and everything in between, this family-owned store has it all. All Sports and Outdoors is proud to support our community, including student athletes throughout the Upper Cumberland. Stop in at 207 South Main Street or visit their website at hall42.com. All Sports and Outdoors is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Welcome back to the Hooper Huddleston and Horner Funeral Home pregame show. It's a good one in girls basketball action on tap. The McMinn Central Chargerettes taking on the Cookeville Lady Cavaliers. I'm Noah McKay, joined by Jacob Vinson. Let's get to the starting lineups in this ball game tonight. First for the Chargerettes, a 1-0 record under head coach Johnny Morgan. They will come out like this. Starting for the Chargerettes, number 15, Reagan Baker. Number 20, Karina Beastry. Number 21, Malia Massingale. Number 31, McCary Beatty. And number 35, Cameron Loden. Starting tonight for the Cookeville Lady Cavaliers, a 1-0 record under head coach Jamie Gillis. It's number 1, Kara Lee Gilbert. Number 3, Allie Gillis. Number 4, Macy Hudson. Into the starting lineup tonight, Tanaya Dirksen. And also number 30, Charlie Roby. Stars in this game for both teams. For Cookeville, of course, Allie Gillis, a great performance in the season-opening win against a very good Stone Memorial Lady Panthers team. And for McMinn Central, Karina Beastry really played Robin last year. Molly Massingale, who's playing great at Wofford in her senior season, or in her freshman season, rather, at Wofford. But Beastry, the ability to fill it up on any given night. Coach Gillis knows she's a star on a team full of stars. Tonight, McMinn Central has the full attention of the Cookeville Lady Cavaliers.
Yeah, and kind of a funny thing to say because she actually averaged more than Molly Massingale did a year ago at 21 points per game. Molly Massingale just a couple ticks behind her. I think it was 0.2 points behind her in scoring per game, but those two are as good of any as a 1-2 punch across the state of Tennessee. You lose Molly Massingale, you have to fill in. There is Malia Massingale, a freshman last year, a sophomore this year. This is still a McMinn Central team expected to make a deep run and a good test here for the Lady Cavaliers.
Tip is up. Let's get it on at Roane State. McMinn Central possesses the opening tip. They're in the white jerseys with the powder blue accents. Cookeville in the all red with navy blue. And quickly, Karina Beastry drives no good. Tanaya Dirksen disrupts it. And here comes Cookeville with tempo ahead. Kara Lee Gilbert. Allie Gillis wants it. She has it. Closed out by Beastry. Kicks out to Charlie Roby. Roby finds Dirksen. Little 5-out action here for Cookeville. Dirksen has it swiped by Beastry. A 2-on-1 for the Chargerettes if they hurry. Pushing it into half court. Pressure from behind by Carolee Gilbert. She commits the foul on the floor. So the first foul of the game goes on Cookeville, and an early turnover nearly cost the Lady Cavs.
And you can tell this game is going to be high-paced. Both these teams, not a ton of size, fairly similar in their builds, and they're going to be playing really quickly and good defense.
Get ready for this a lot tonight. Beastry drives in a foul. Charlie Roby commits it, and Beastry will go to the line to shoot two. One thing that Cookeville knows they have to avoid tonight is they want to play a lot of man-to-man defense, foul trouble, especially against Karina Beastry. The matchups will be interesting to watch. We expect a lot of Allie Gillis on Beastry tonight, Jacob, but that time Roby picks up the personal.
Yeah, Roby and Gillis probably going to split the time on Beastry throughout this ball game, and both of them very good defenders. Beastry going to be one of the better players that they're going to face just in a one-on-one battle throughout this season, so it'll be a good test for both of those defenders to see what they can do.
The first free throw no good. Second one falls through, and we know full court pressure here for the Chargerettes. Cookeville breaks it nicely. Charlie Roby, coast to coast, puts the shot up in the foul. We've got an active whistle early, and Charlie Roby going to go to the Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate free throw line to shoot two.
And it's been a physical ball game to start out as well, but on both sides. Obviously, we saw Beastry trying to get to the basket early on. Beastry, you kind of look at her and you expect her to shoot the basketball, trying to add that into her game a little bit more. And this is something that Cookeville did a really good job of the other night against Stone Memorial, and probably what won them the game was making their free throws, 13 of 16 the other night.
First one no good, second one good for Charlie Roby. We're all tied up at one early on tonight in this contest. Let us know where you are, where you're watching from, who you're cheering for. Hit that share button on Facebook, YouTube. If you're watching on the NFHS Network, we welcome you in as well. As Malia Massingale has it left wing side, fires over to the top of the circle. Chargerettes working around right wing, trying to set up the half-court offense. Beastry off a screen for three, no good. Nearly banked it in. Charlie Roby with a long rebound, and now Roby pushes it ahead. A lot of experience on the floor for Cookeville this year. Allie Gillis works off a screen, but it's a very guard-heavy basketball team. Beastry pokes it out. It'll stay with Cookeville as you see the Chargerettes really working that defensive pressure early on in this contest.
Yeah, and it's funny you say that with this being an experienced team for Cookeville. It is an experienced team, but you got to remember, too, they were all sophomores last year. Now they're all juniors. You still get them for another year, so they're still somewhat learning in a way, but they've been playing together for the last few seasons, and their chemistry is one of the best in the area.
Allie Gillis off a screen now holds it, puts the dribble down, and goes to work. Nice crossover for Gillis, explodes inside. Nice feed across to Hudson. Bobbles it a bit, though, and then a pass tipped up and intercepted. Another turnover, and here come the Chargerettes into the half court. Pushing it with tempo. Now left wing pass. Cookeville gets back nicely defensively. Malia Massingale has it swiped by Allie Gillis. Now it's a foot race. Beastry flying in. Gillis drives off the glass. No. Nice transition defense by Karina Beastry, and now a little cherry pick. Got away with a travel, but the two is up and good. Finished in by Cameron Loden. You see the tempo already. Cookeville into the half court.
Yeah, and the one thing with the tempo, you got to take care of the basketball, something the Lady Cavaliers have struggled with both in the Stone Memorial game and here early on tonight against McMinn Central with active hands.
Out to Tania Dirksen. She'll trigger the deep three. No, and we've seen it a couple of times already. This is a college floor. There are three lines. The white line is the line tonight that matters, and every three that's been attempted has been behind the college three. That makes it a significantly lower percentage shot.
Yeah, you saw Beastry step out beyond the men's three-point line on her first three-point attempt. Was very deep on the attempt. That time, Dirksen kind of the same thing and just throws them off a little bit.
Broken play inside defensively for Cookeville as Beastry finds Massingale for an easy two. And the Lady Cavs find themselves down by 4 early on in the contest. 5:10 to play in the opening quarter. I want to thank our presenting sponsor of Cookeville Lady Cavalier and Cavalier Basketball. Double Precision Landscaping and Lawn Maintenance as Roby works it in the half court, finds Allie Gillis right wing side. Gillis activates towards the baseline. So far, not a lot of room to operate for Cookeville in the half court. Gillis tries to fire it across and will have a kick as Massingale got a foot on it. Both teams coming off wins, one more dominant than the other, albeit against lesser competition. McMinn Central routed Sale Creek 85-32. They're going to do that to a lot of people this year. Cookeville at Stone Memorial, a team that McMinn Central will face on Saturday, a 51-44 win. Nice play there for Allie Gillis, who gets a wide open lay-in.
Yeah, just went with the pass fake, split the defenders. Both defenders went with the passer, and now a turnover to the Lady Cavaliers.
A turnover to Cookeville as they'll push it ahead into the half court, and quickly a turnover the other way. McLeod got the steal, and then gives it back. 4:38 to go in the first. It's a 5-3 ball game.
You can tell Cavaliers struggled to take care of the basketball against Stoll Memorial, still trying to settle in a little bit here, maybe still trying to find their way a little bit offensively. You don't have Isabel Garcia, who is kind of your go-to offensive threat. You try to play through her, and so now you're really trying to find what you can do on offense.
Oh, what a move there for McMinn Central, but the shot's no good. Ricochets out. It'll stay on this end. That was nicely done. Reagan Baker, a little shimmy and a shoulder shake, got free inside. No finish, though, so they keep possession. Baker fires into Beastry. She'll trigger the quick three. She'll shoot a lot of shots, rightfully so. Fight for the rebounds loose. Charlie Roby has it, but now there's a host of Chargerettes in. Jamie Gillis gets the timeout. Heads up play by the head coach there for Cookeville. 30-second timeout on the floor. Hope you'll join us tomorrow for a host of action across the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network. I will be in Sparta for a quarterfinal round matchup. The White County Warriors welcoming in Macon County. On UCR2, it will be York Institute welcoming in Bledsoe County. Casey and Jack Bolden on the call there. On UCR3, Jacob will be in Salina, where the Clay County Bulldogs welcome in South Pittsburgh. And basketball on UCR4 with some sort of maybe commentary. We'll have video coverage for sure of Cumberland County taking on Pickett County on the hardwood.
We appreciate Chase Hoke for doing that basketball game.
Basketball starts at 6. It may start a little bit late with the live stream as full court pressure here for McMinn Central. Charlie Roby trying not to get pinned in the corner, and she will steal for McMinn Central. They get it back. Now Beastry inside, up, and a foul. Allie Gillis picks up her first personal. Cookeville struggling pretty badly right now with that Chargerette pressure.
And it's not something that they have struggled with in the past. Again, these are a team with 4 returning starters, and Isabel Garcia, your post player, not a ball handler from a year ago. So a team that you would expect to be able to handle the ball pretty well. Now, again, you're taking on McMinn Central, who one of their MOs, they're going to press you full court. They're going to really try to speed you up, and they're doing a good job of that so far. Cavaliers just need to get some crisp passes in there to get through that zone pressure. We've seen it a couple of times, trying to dribble maybe a little bit too much, especially deep in the backcourt.
Beastry goes 2 for 2 at the charity stripe, and now pressure again. Gillis running out of time, able to get it to Kendall McLeod. Now back to Allie Gillis. Pressure backs off just a little bit. Gillis turns up the speed, now fires a pass to Macy Hudson. Hudson back to Gillis, a deep three. No, rebound loose, and it goes out of bounds, and it will be awarded to Cookeville. And a little groan from the Chargerette faithful here. There's a boys game coming up next. The Cavaliers trying to get their first win when they take on the Chargers from McMinn Central. Dangerous inbound pass, but nice play. Back out Allie Gillis, got it. It's a Gary Maxwell Insurance 3 for Allie Gillis, and Cookeville is back within a point.
Well, first of all, it's a great post-up by Tania Dirksen to get deep inside and then give it right back out to Gillis. Nobody picked her up, and she steps right into a triple try and a big shot for the Cavaliers.
Now going to work in the half court. Beastry drives in, puts it up off the glass. No, and a physical rebound for Kendall McLeod. Charlie Roby comes out with it 2-on-1 over to Gillis. Gillis back to Roby. Thought about it, now puts it on the deck. Little mid-range floater, good. Charlie Roby gives Cookeville its first lead. It's 8-7.
And that's something we saw from Charlie Roby in their first game against Stoll Memorial. She's trying to add a little bit more into her offensive game. Has been really good in the mid-range in years past. Knocked down a 3 in their first game against Stoll Memorial, so trying to open up that offensive prowess.
Baker off the dribble, left-handed with it. Charlie Roby, nice job defending there. Cookeville wants to play man-to-man every night, all night. They're staying in here early against a good offense. Driving inside, baseline shot good. That's a nice take and a strong finish for McMinn Central off the glass. Reagan Baker with her first points of the night. And now miscommunication. Gillis looking for a cutting Dirksen, and possession goes back the other way to the Chargerettes, and Karina Beastry going to get a breather here with 2:40 to go in the first.
Well, this will be an opportunity here for the Cavaliers to try to get some more points out there with Beastry on the floor, especially get a couple of stops defensively. And McMinn Central, they can still score points without Beastry, but obviously the leading scorer going off the floor, you got to take advantage of it if you're Cookeville.
A little dribble drive now out to the right side corner for Maddie Kirkpatrick, who's in the game for the first time. They reverse it back now top of the key. See already trying to get into a more normal half-court set, not as dependent on Beastry when she's out of the game. Nice off-ball movement there, trying to drive the lane. Good defense by Kendall McLeod. Says, give me that, and Cookeville goes the other way. Full court feed looking for Gillis. Tips it around, out of play, and it'll go back to McMinn Central with 2:02 to go in the first.
And we've seen that multiple times. Maybe just going a little bit too fast in that transition game right now. We're going to see Carolee Gilbert come back in for Tanaya Dirksen for the Cavaliers. But again, a couple of times in that transition, just haven't been able to make good passes and take care of the basketball.
Not the only games today. In-school game, White County, the Warriorettes. My goodness, they look good on offense.
Scored a lot of points.
96 points earlier on against a school out of Chattanooga that I had never heard of until today, but they have a Miss Basketball finalist on their team and a really good freshman who dropped over 30. High-scoring game there. Then the Warriors, who are not really the Warriors, fell in a close one. Kick out three on the way for the Chargerettes. No, great box out for Allie Gillis. Swings the elbows to get some space, and now they'll go to work. Nice play for the junior guard. Ahead to Charlie Roby. Left side, Carolee Gilbert for three. Good. A Gary Maxwell Insurance three for Carolee Gilbert, and Cookeville back in front by a double.
And Carolee Gilbert, one of their primary ball handlers a year ago, scoring 11 points per game. Really one of the first times she's touched it early on in this one. It makes a big difference.
Patrick works it around the right side as they try to find space. The Cavalier defense has really tightened up the past couple of minutes. Kendall McLeod's playing well. Kick out into the corner for a three. That one's no good. Long rebound, a fight for it, and Allie Gillis comes away. Fires a pass to Carolee Gilbert, a collision, and it's going to go to McMinn Central. Looked like both players may have been going after the ball there, so they let it go, and possession goes back to the Chargerettes. 50 seconds, 5-0 to play, and a very exciting opening frame.
And this is pretty much what you expected. A good 4A team, one of the top 2A teams across the state year in and year out. And it was a game last year that went to overtime and only a 2-point game in overtime.
Jamie Gillis wanted a foul there. She's working the official's ear. I understand why as they go left side. Now a reverse feed, trying to find some space to operate. Now back to the top of the circle. Will they hold here or just go to work? 30 seconds left. They work it back right side. Massingale. Now Massingale bounces it out to Kirkpatrick. Drive inside, shot up, and a nice finish there over some good defense by Macy Hudson as Beatty finishes in. Now 13 seconds to go in a tied-up first quarter. Charlie Roby has it now. Roby surveys. They want one shot here. Roby, one-on-one, goes to work. Drives inside, going to take it herself, and it's blocked. Time stops with 1.8, and here comes Allie Gillis flying to the table as they want to get her a potential buzzer-beating shot. McLeod to inbound with 1.8. Gets it into Gillis. Gillis goes up, no good. Decent look, just couldn't get it to go. And that brings us to the end of a very good first quarter. All tied up at 11. This is Cookeville Lady Cavalier basketball, presented by Double Precision Landscaping and Lawn Maintenance on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
The Real Estate Collective is a team of experienced, licensed real estate agents serving the entire Upper Cumberland region. Whether you are looking to buy or sell, the RICO team is ready to serve you. With a focus on people over profits, you can rest assured the Real Estate Collective can help make your real estate dreams a reality. Call 931-559-9500 for more information or see their current listings at letsgorico.com. The Real Estate Collective is proud to support student athletes in our area and this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Tee Up is the Upper Cumberland's brand new indoor golfing experience. With 3 state-of-the-art simulators, you can work on some of the world's best courses, all in the comfort of their climate-controlled facility. You want to know how you can improve? See everything from club speed to spin rate in seconds. Conveniently located at 141 4th Street in Baxter. Stop in. Visit them online at teeupgolfclub.com or call them at 931-559-GOLF to reserve your simulator today. Tee Up is proud to support this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Welcome back. Quickly an open three for Allie Gillis. Good. A Gary Maxwell Insurance three for Gillis. Her second of the ball game. Cookeville with its largest lead. It's 14-11. Very exciting first quarter. Tied up at 11. Karina Beastry, though, taking out the last 2 minutes and 40 seconds of the frame. That's settled in Cookeville's defense a little bit. Another travel gotten away with for the Chargerettes. They see if they can capitalize on it.
Has led to some good offensive looks. Allie Gillis cashing in on a couple of those. 17 points the other night against a Goodstone Memorial defense.
Oh, a little miscommunication allows a free runner inside. The shot won't fall, though. Hudson with a rebound and a foul. Couldn't ask for a better look for Kirkpatrick, but it didn't fall. And then Hudson drew the foul.
Tell you what, Macy Hudson was a really good rebounder, really good post defender inside a year ago, and she's going to have to take that step up with the absence of Isabel Garcia, and we've seen that already in these first couple of games. Outsized against Stowe Memorial. She did a good job, and doing a good job early on here in the first half.
See this vaulted full court pressure. Charlie Roby, though, shows off the speed. Now it's a foot race. Sends to Hudson. Hudson off the dribble. Baseline drive and a foul. Aggressive take for Macy Hudson. She's going to the Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate free throw line to shoot two. This one goes on McCary Beatty.
And a good job by the Cavaliers now taking care of the basketball. They're getting better looks. Good take there by Hudson as well. You know, McMinn Central is going to be aggressive, trying to go at the basketball, whether it's on the drive or at the basket, and taking advantage of that aggression.
Macy Hudson with the free throw. Looks like Cookeville settled in. There were a lot of turnovers early. They're adjusting to the speed well. We'll see if it's enough for them tonight as Hudson flies it away. One of the more underrated players in the Upper Cumberland. Macy Hudson just does everything really well for this Cookeville team. She goes 2 for 2 at the stripe.
Yeah, one of the senior leader on the squad this year alongside Lily McCarter as well, who's out with an injury to start this season, but someone you expect to be able to lead this team and do a good job of.
Dangerous pass. Beastry able to regain possession of it, though. Now off the dribble, one-on-one. Works it over left side, now bounces it back to the wing. Cookeville ratcheting up the pressure. It's tipped by Gilbert. Now it's a foot race into the backcourt. McMinn Central has it stepping through, and now they have numbers if they hurry. Feeding it inside, dangerous pass, and it goes back to the Lady Cavaliers.
So now we're kind of seeing the flip side. McMinn Central is speeding the Cavaliers up early on in this game. Now Cookeville is speeding McMinn Central up, and this is with Beastry out on the court as well. So the Lady Cavaliers now taking a little bit of control of this game.
Gillis bounces it into Roby. 5-point affair now. Roby splits a double team. Charlie Roby fires it ahead to Dirksen. Feeding out, looking for Gilbert. Nice job getting back from McCary Beatty. It'll stay with Cookeville.
And tonight, Dirksen kind of stepping into that post player role this year. A very physical defender a year ago, and will have a bigger role, obviously, getting the start tonight.
She has the inbounds pass here. Now we'll flip back to Allie Gillis. They love that play to try to set up the three, and Gillis with that step-back swag, no good. And again, that's 5 feet behind the high school line, and it'll go the other way.
That's kind of where she shoots it, though.
That's a good point.
Normally where she shoots
it from.
That
is a fair point. She certainly has the range to do it. She could pull up from anywhere in the gym and make that fall. 6:28 to go in the half. It's 16-11. She had a really good game. Allie Gillis on Tuesday night figures to be the star for this team this year. What a skill set she has at that shooting guard position. Now working it over left side, 6:17 to go in the half. Kick out pass, working it. Cookeville still in that man-to-man defense. Free runner inside, but the pass is late, and it goes back to Cookeville.
Yeah, and a good job by Cookeville as well. You mentioned it a little bit late. They were able to get back there in time, and then the pass just over the head of the intended target down low.
And you see Coach Gill is rolling the guards right now. Back in Kendall McLeod, back in Macy Hudson, trying to keep them fresh in a game early in the season where your conditioning will be tested. Another turnover forced by the McMinn Central pressure. Karina Beastry has it outside. 2 minutes into the second quarter, Beastry trailing by 5 with the basketball. She's thinking about triggering the three. Instead fires it over right side, grabbed by Massingale. Massingale bounces out for Baker. Baker over to Beastry. Nice shot fake. Beastry gets inside. Karina Beastry off the glass and good for two.
Yeah, a really good take that time. Hudson just a step late trying to get in front of Beastry. Still pretty good contest, but Beastry, a good amount of size, able to finish inside.
First field goal of the game for Karina Beastry as she had 3 free throws in quarter number 1. Allie Gillis off the dribble inside. Gillis with a nice finish for two.
I don't even know how she got that up there. It was pretty good defense. I thought she was going to have to go off the glass. Instead, just goes right over the rim, able to get it to fall.
10 first half points rather for Allie Gillis. A block for Hudson. Now an outlet feed finds Carolee Gilbert. Gilbert up and blocked. Nice block in transition by Malia Massingale, but Cookeville getting out and rolling, leading by 5.
Tell you what, this McMinn Central team is really, really good down low. They don't have a ton of size. They're all about the same size. A good size 2A team.
What a move from Charlie Roby to get free inside, but the shot won't go. Beastry with a rebound, and now here comes McMinn Central with the speed. Beastry jump stops, triggers the three, no good. Allie Gillis gets the rebound, and a foul will be called here on McMinn Central.
Now, good rebound there by Gillis. Holding the basketball strong with 2 hands. Dirksen is going to come back into the game. You're going to see that those substitutions. That's really about they got a 6-player rotation right now. Sadie Garrett played a little bit, a freshman for the Lady Cavaliers in against Stowe Memorial. So they'll go about 7 deep.
Reagan Baker called for the personal, and you mentioned that. But all of them can play different positions, which allows you to sub more than you usually would with that 6-girl rotation. Carolee Gilbert with it, with a nice crossover. Step back three. Carolee Gilbert got it to go. A Gary Maxwell Insurance 3, and Cookeville takes the largest lead of the game. It's 21-13.
Again, the leading returning scorer from a year ago and starting to heat up a little bit from outside. Really nice shot there from the junior.
Karina Beastry has it. Beastry fires over to the top of the circle. Now a drive against Roby. She swipes down and will commit the personal. If you get the ball, you're okay there. She didn't that time, so she'll be tabbed with that foul and a trip to the line to shoot 2 upcoming here.
We talked about it on the way up here and getting ready for this game. These games are always good for the Lady Cavaliers. Obviously, you're playing down in classification, but it's one of the top teams in the 2A classification. You're challenging your team, and this is a team for Cookeville that is going to be undersized as they have been for the last couple of years. We saw it specifically in their 3 games against Lebanon. They were able to win them each time, and a couple of big wins. So, again, they're trying to learn how to play without Isabel Garcia, and playing pretty well right now.
Cookeville gets a get-out-of-jail-free card. Baker 0 for 2 at the line, and now that full-court pressure goes back into effect. Cookeville's handled it better, but they have had a lot of turnovers here so far in this ball game. Tanaya Dirksen lowers the shoulder and a foul. Good job forcing the call there as Baker picks up her second personal. Cookeville retains possession, and they're getting close to the bonus. It's the 4th team foul, so the next one sends Cookeville to the stripe.
Yeah, just one more, and still 4:26 to play here in the first half. And for a Lady Cavaliers team that has shot the free throw well, they will be able to take advantage of that.
Gillis going to inbound, looking for Dirksen inside. It's tipped up. Can they save it in? Yes, still a fight for it, and Allie Gillis going to pick up her second personal, and probably one she'll want to have back. With 4:22 to go in the second, it's an 8-point game.
Yeah, and that's one now with that 6-player rotation that makes it a little bit difficult because Allie's going to have to stay out there. And now Sadie Garrett will head to the scores table, so we'll get a sub coming up soon.
And now you're saying if you're Jamie Gillis, do not foul. If you're Allie Gillis, don't pick up your third here at this point in the game. They need her on the floor later. That pass tipped. Carolee Gilbert almost got it. Now working it inside Kirkpatrick. She kicks out right side 3. No. Rebound fought for, and Allie Gillis has it. Gillis with 3 different Chargerettes around her, able to work it out to Dirksen. Dirksen, a couple of power dribbles. Now fires ahead, and it's out of bounds. Possession back to McMinn Central. Coach Gillis just puts 2 hands up and says, calm down. We're okay here. Is checking in for the first time is that freshman that you talked about, Sadie Garrett.
And Charlie Roby back in there as well, so Gillis and Dirksen coming out of the game.
In the comments, Joe, I promise you, if we're here for a Cookeville girls game, we will be streaming the Cookeville boys game as well. We're not just going to back up and leave. We'll switch headsets. Jacob will bring you the action in the boys game as we try to preserve our voices for a busy next couple of days.
And cold Friday night.
It's not just Friday. We're going to be in Morristown on Saturday. After watching Indiana lose by 45 points. 3:20 to go in the second. Right wing pass goes. I'm trying to call a game here, Jacob. Right-handed runner-up, no good. Rebound down to Macy Hudson. Ahead to Charlie Roby. Roby wide open. Carolee Gilbert. What a feed, and Gilbert rewards her with an assist. A Gary Maxwell Insurance 3. The third of the game for Carolee Gilbert, and Cookeville is out in front by 11.
I don't think she's hit the rim yet. She's had some tough looks, but she's made all of them, and she's looked very good on her shot so far.
Now, McMinn Central all of a sudden has gone into an offensive drought. Beastry's on the bench. Kick out pass here, Kirkpatrick. Now they work it into the baseline. Reverse feed, 3-ball up. No, rebound down. Charlie Roby got it, and she was fouled. She's going to go about 70 feet or so to the Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate free throw line to shoot 2. And the foul goes on Cameron Loden. That's her second.
And this is something that the Lady Cavaliers didn't do a great job of Tuesday night against Stowe Memorial, shooting the basketball. Well, they're doing a pretty good job of it tonight. Obviously, Carolee knocking down a few of them. Allie Gillis has knocked down one of them as well, and they're continuing to hit their free throws, a key to success for this Cookeville team.
Yeah, absolutely right, and the defense has been so strong.
It's been really
Just
good.
2 points allowed so far here in quarter number 2. You imagine a run's coming out of this Chargerettes team, but the lead continues to grow for Cookeville. They're out in front, 26-13.
I'll be interested to see how the Cavaliers handle the lead this time. They got a 10-point lead twice on Stowe Memorial Tuesday night, never able to pull away, and that was a credit to the Lady Panthers just because they were able to stay in the basketball game. What can they do here with a 13-point lead?
Little kick out feed for Karina Beastry. They love to get her rolling. Baseline drive. Right now, Kendall McLeod has the defensive assignment. She's doing a nice job against a bona fide Miss Basketball contender in that 2A classification. What a give and go inside. The shot's no good. Fight for the rebound, and Macy Hudson wins it. Quickly ahead to Charlie Rovey. Cookville's going fast, and now they'll slow down a little bit. Macy Hudson with it. Hudson picks up the dribble, reverses out for McLeod. McLeod drives now, finds Carolee Gilbert. Carolee drives, throws up the shot, and the foul. Karina Beastry picks up the personal. It'll be her first, and back to the Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate free throw line goes Carolee Gilbert.
And we haven't seen too many times this Cookeville team run a half-court offense because this game has been played in the transition so much. That time, driving was Gilbert and just trying to draw the contact.
First free throw is good for Carolee Gilbert, and she has 10 points in the first half, three of her baskets so far, I should say, have come from behind the arc. First non-3 she's made, and she goes 2 for 2 at the stripe, and Cookeville's lead continues to balloon. It's 28-13. Very impressive opening half for Cookeville. Beastry, left side. Now she reverses it over. Trying to avenge a season-opening loss a year ago on this same floor to this same team. Beastry, left wing pass, 3-ball up. It's from way downtown, no good. Offensive rebound, lowers the shoulder, shot up and good. A nice second chance basket inside for McCary Beatty. We'll see if that sparks something for McMinn Central, a 13-point ball game.
Yeah, the first points in a while for McMinn Central. Just had 2 points in this quarter until that point.
McLeod working it over. Allie Gillis out of the game with 2 fouls. The offense has not slowed down, in no small part due to Carolee Gilbert, who has it now. Gilbert surveys the floor offensively. Nice crossover move. Gilbert now inside. Hudson got wide open, and Macy Hudson puts it in for 2 on the feed from Carolee Gilbert.
Really good pass, just snuck behind the defense. Hudson able to make a nice grab after it got tipped and go up and in for 2.
Under a minute to play. Beastry going to trigger the deep 3. They need it, and they got it. Karina Beastry splashes in a had-to-have-it triple. 44 seconds for Carolee Gilbert to go back to work in the half court. Her speed really shining through in half number 1. Now McLeod with it, and see if Cookeville was content to hold here. They've got a double-digit lead going into halftime.
They did it a couple of times against Stone on Tuesday night, even with about a minute, 50 seconds left. So they try to run it down as much as they can.
And Beastry just hits that deep 3. You'd love to get her back in the locker room, and that's really heating up from the field. Over to Dirksen. Dirksen nearly loses it, corrals it back. Now Hudson, 12 seconds left for Hudson. Macy Hudson goes to work, left side. Now Gilbert open from a mile away for 3. No offensive rebound inside. 4 seconds, put back won't go for Garrett. Now at the buzzer, this would count, but it's no good. And that brings us to the end of a very strong first half for the Cookeville Lady Cavaliers. After 2, they lead McMinn Central 30-18. This is Cookeville basketball, presented by Double Precision Landscaping and Lawn Maintenance on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
Fire and Vine in Cookeville is the Upper Cumberland's home for delicious Chicago-style pizza, beef, chicken, fish, and more. Located in Cookeville's historic downtown district, Fire and Vine's food and atmosphere will keep you coming back for more. Take in stunning views with the UCR team on Tuesday nights at 7, live for the UCR Coaches Show from the rooftop. Fire and Vine is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Let the bidding begin. It's time for the show, and you know it's gonna go high. There's a buzz in the air, and people come from everywhere to hear the auctioneer cry. The sound of the gavel never gets old when you hear an EJ say so. Live or online, we handle auctions of any kind.
Call Amanette's Eagle Auction at 526-5335, where we soar higher.
Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing is proud to support student athletes and athletic departments throughout the Upper Cumberland. They're also proud to sponsor the Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing Player of the Game on this broadcast. From trophies to t-shirts, they can do it all. Stop by and see them at 120 Circle Drive in Allgood, or give them a call at 931-537-9559. Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing is proud to sponsor this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
The Crouch team with Highlands Elite Real Estate is proud to present this home at 211 Wilhite Street in Sparta. A new build with 3 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms on 1,200 square feet, this home is affordable without skimping on quality. Boasting granite countertops, stainless appliances, and 9-foot ceilings, this could be your new home. Call the Crouch team at 931-979-1191 for more information today. Watson Chevrolet is proud to present the area's best selection of new and pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs. Watson Chevy's staff of experts are ready to get you into your next vehicle with unmatched service and knowledge. Stop in at 2350 Cookeville Highway and test drive the all-new Chevy Trax or Silverado today. And remember, don't buy till you see Jason Fye. Watson Chevy is proud to be the presenting sponsor of the UCR Media Network.
The Quality Family, a local company supporting and caring for our local communities. The Quality Family offers services to get you back to the game. From bracing to oxygen and everything in between, we can meet your medical equipment needs with Buckeye Home Medical Equipment. If you have an in-home need for strength and conditioning, for example after a surgery or injury, Quality Home Health is available to provide individualized care while you are on the mend. For those with end-of-life diseases, Quality Hospice is available to provide nurturing care during those difficult times. Choose the Quality family of services for care within your community. Visit thequalityfamily.com to navigate all we have to offer you.
When you order delivery from Domino's, you can get more than just pizza for $6.99. You can get specialty chicken, savory pastas, oven-baked Parmesan bread bites, molten lava crunch cakes, and medium 2-topping pizzas as well. We didn't stop at pizza, and you don't have to either.
Loading the kids in the car, brokering peace in the back seat, mastering the snack handoff without even looking. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple, so you can worry about more important things, like figuring out what's growing in that cup holder. That's simple human sense.
Visit swallowsinsurance.com or call us today, 931-526-4025. Protecting your future, it's what we do. Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate is proud to present the Goff Ridge Resort at Center Hill Lake, featuring homes and large level building lots. Homes starting in the 290s and building lots starting at $42,900. The lots are soil tested and approved with utilities at the road and are ready for you to build your dream home. For more information, contact Realtor Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate at 931-979-7145.
What if opportunity was all in a day's work?
We find new ways to make vacation dreams a reality. And that inspires me to do my best work every single day.
What if you can make a real impact in people's lives with a team that cares?
What I do matters, not just for guests, but for my team. We rely on each other each and every day.
What if your work inspired fun and moved people?
We put the world on vacation. Our job is to make people happy. Inspiring travelers around the world to live their best lives never stops being fulfilling.
At Travel and Leisure, what if can be what is. Stop wondering. Join the travel movement and start a career where memories start with you.
All Sports and Outdoors in Jamestown is the Upper Cumberland's best sporting goods store. From cleats to camping supplies and everything in between, this family-owned store has it all. All Sports and Outdoors is proud to support our community, including student athletes throughout the Upper Cumberland. Stop in at 207 South Main Street or visit their website at hall42.com. All Sports and Outdoors is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Welcome back. It's time for the Happy Hiller halftime show. Visit happyhiller.com to see how our friends at Hiller can help solve your plumbing, heating, cooling, and electrical problems today. That's happyhiller.com. A good first half for the Cookeville Lady Cavaliers. They lead McMinn Central 30-18. First half scoring for Cookeville. Carolee Gilbert leads them with 11 points, including 3 triples. Allie Gill has gotten a little bit of foul trouble. She has 10 points, including a couple of threes. 5 points for Charlie Roby and 4 for Macy Hudson for a team total of 30. McMinn Central, they're led by Karina Beastry, who had 8 points, 4 for McCary Beatty, and then 2 apiece for Reagan Baker, Malia Massengale, and Cameron Loden. And Jacob, very good first half for Cookeville, particularly in quarter number 2. It was tied up at the end of 1, and now a 12-point advantage for Cookeville. They want to continue that. For McMinn Central, probably want to start feeding it through Karina Beastry a little bit more.
Yeah, and you would think McMinn Central is going to make a run. I mean, it's a team that put up 85 points the other night against Sale Creek. Now, again, we know the level of competition much different from a 1A Sale Creek team to a good 4A Cookeville team. But this Cookeville defense has been really good in the first half. This is a McMinn Central team that they can fill it up. They score 60, 65 points per game normally, like 18 at halftime right now. And you mentioned it too, Karina Beastry wasn't really able to get going. She did knock down a 3 late in that first half. You wonder if seeing that one go through kind of helps you get going here in this second half. But Cavaliers' defense has been really good, and you said it too, you could see them start to settle in a little bit in that latter part of the first half. Started to take care of the basketball. They got out in transition a little bit more, and Carolee Gilbert hit some shots. That's a big thing. You hit shots, everybody's able to settle down, and the free throw shooting has been key to them. If they're able to get to the line, or continue to get to the line in the second half, I like their chances in the second half to get a big win.
What a great early season slate for Cookeville. Next up, home on Tuesday, and a game that's been so fun. It is a little bit different with no Reese Beatty, but York Institute comes to town to take on the Lady Cavs. Yeah, York got a great overtime win over Webb at a bell buckle to open their season on Tuesday. We'll have all the action for you, of course, as Cookeville takes on York. On Tuesday, they're hoping to be 2-0 in that ball game. They'll have to hang on to a 12-point lead against a 2A powerhouse to do it. Back here at Roan State and back to action. McMinn Central with it to open up the half. Little handoff feed to Massengale. Step back 3, and that one's in and out, no good. Rebound tipped, and it's loose. And Karina Beastry comes away. Beastry going to drive in. Little mid-range runner, and the foul is called. Beastry will go to the stripe to shoot 2. She's 3 for 4 at the line so far.
And that's where McMinn Central has had the advantage, the size and the rebounding inside. I imagine they're going to try to get a little bit more of that. They haven't been able to knock down a whole lot of free throws in this game either.
First free throw, no good. The foul called on Macy Hudson. That was her first. Beastry splits them. She's up to 9 points in the ball game, and it's an 11-point lead for Cookeville. This is a team that can erase that sort of deficit in a hurry in the form of the Chargerettes. Hudson works it. Now finds Charlie Roby with it. Roby puts the dribble down, works off a ball screen from Allie Gillis, now works away. Roby picks up, looking back door for Gillis. Instead, it's well defended, so she gives off to Hudson. Hudson over to Allie Gillis back in the game. She was really in a rhythm before picking up her second foul. Gillis running out of time, now shoulder shrugs to get some more separation. This is the battle we came here to see tonight. Handoff pass to Carolee Gilbert. Back of that center court logo at Roan State. Bounce pass over for Allie Gillis. Has a lane. Will take it inside. Runner up and good. Nice finish for Allie Gillis.
And that's something she's really added to her game, especially last season and then adhering to this year in her junior season, is getting inside. She does have more of that size on this Lady Cavalier team and able to use it to her advantage.
Beastry works it over right side to the top of the key. Now out to the wing. Reagan Baker with it. Baker with Gilbert defending over to Massengale. Massengale fires it for Loden. Loden finds Beastry off a ball screen. Little shot fake. Beastry drives past Gillis and has to defend without fouling. Does it nicely. Now we got a big tie up there. And the possession arrow belongs to the team in red.
Yeah, really good job by Gillis. Beastry had a burst of speed. Gillis just staying straight up, making it difficult and doing exactly that. Beastry unable to get it to fall.
We will have Cavalier basketball coming up next as Cookeville breaks the press. What a feed. Dirksen couldn't possess. And Gilbert goes up and the foul is called. Carolee Gilbert going to go to the Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate free throw line to shoot 2. As this one goes on 35, Cameron Loden, that's her third personal.
I think they're going to
they're calling it on the floor. My apologies.
Was she in possession of the ball is probably the question.
That must be the answer. That is no. Gillis going to inbound here to Dirksen. Back to Allie Gillis. They love that play, and that is why she got it. A Gary Maxwell Insurance 3 for Allie Gillis, the largest lead of the game. It's a 16-point Lady Cavalier lead.
I'll tell you what, if this team's hitting shots like this and knocking down free throws, they're going to be a tough out throughout this season.
Baker with it, a step back 3. That one's no good. Rebound down and loose. Nice inlet pass. Shot up and a foul. Macy Hudson going to pick up her second of the quarter, second of the game as well. And a trip to the line. You mentioned it. They've struggled a little bit here tonight. Maddie Kirkpatrick going to shoot 2.
I think you're starting to see McMinn Central start to press just a little bit on offense. That 3 probably not much into their offense that they would like to see. And again, I think you got to get it into Karina Beastry's hands. And obviously not out there right now, taking a little bit of a break on the bench. But down by as much as you are, you got to get the offense going, down 15 against a really good defense. This is a defense, they only allowed 39 points a game last year.
1 for 2. Carolee Gilbert, what a shot fake. Defender flies by, gets in, puts it up, and a foul. Carolee Gilbert now will go to the Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate free throw line to shoot 2. And that tandem of Gilbert and Gillis are wrecking havoc right now.
It's really impressive for Carolee Gilbert as well because she's a very undersized guard, and he's not very tall, but she takes it inside a lot because she's got really good body control. She's able to draw contact and able to get to the line and knock down. And you also, the defenders know they have to respect her on the outside, so she can do that. She can give a shot fake and go back inside right away.
Yeah, she already hit 3 threes. You saw the respect on that shot fake, and she goes 2 for 2 at the stripe. 13 points in the game for Carolee Gilbert, and Cookeville's lead 17 points. Sensational start to the game here for Cookeville on this neutral site. McMinn Central's looking for offense. Baseline drive, it becomes open, and the shot no good. Kind of bobbled in midair. Cookeville comes away with it. Roby with it. When Cookeville's had those defensive lapses, McMinn Central has not capitalized.
I was just going to say, I think any other game, McMinn Central's hitting probably twice the amount of shots that they've hit tonight. But, again, credit to Cookeville's defense. They're making it difficult inside.
Allie Gillis going to put the dribble down now from the top of the circle. Isolation game, step back, mid-range jumper, no. Macy Hudson right there cleans up the garbage and puts it in for 2 more.
And that's something she did all last season. I think she averaged almost 4 offensive rebounds a game last year.
And now a turnover forced by Allie Gillis. Cookeville gets it back, and they are feeling it. I'm a little surprised we haven't seen a timeout from Coach Morgan here with a 19-point Lady Cavs advantage.
I think the only timeout called yet.
Little give and go, wide open. Gillis short-armed it a little bit. That was a good closeout defensively. Karina Beastry comes away. Beastry, shoulder checks, now going coast to coast. Beastry is fouled. Tania Dirksen will make her earn it. Beastry will go to the stripe to shoot 2.
But, yeah, I think the only timeout called on either side was the timeout taken by Cookeville in that first half when they had the jump ball opportunity, or almost a jump ball, able to get the possession of the basketball and the timeout.
No, it's interesting. You talk about this Cookeville team being really guard heavy. They don't have the most size in the world. McMinn Central not really built to capitalize on that. They don't have that size as well, and you've seen the speed of Cookeville and shot-making ability really present some problems so far in this game for the Chargerettes.
Well, in this Cookeville team, they bring almost everybody back with the exception of Isabel Garcia, Paige Hamilton, and Emma Horner, so they have 4 of their 5 starters. Kendall McLeod and Tania Dirksen got a lot of time last year as well.
Carolee Gilbert triggers another 3. No, the one thing Cookeville doesn't want to get is too trigger-happy from downtown and leave the door open. Here comes a drive inside and another foul. Tania Dirksen going to pick up her second in as many possessions. And another trip back to the line to shoot 2 for McMinn Central. This is exactly what they need. Setting up will be McCary Beatty.
Now it's something that they're going to want to try to do a better job of defending without fouling. Already the 4th team foul with 4:27 to play here in the 3rd quarter for the Lady Cavaliers.
First one is good. McLeod going to check back in for Dirksen. Now made their last 3 at the line. To struggle a little bit from the charity stripe. McMinn Central getting it rolling there. And there's your announcer, Jinx. That's the first one of the basketball season for me. It's no good. Possession goes back to Cookeville.
Yeah, I had one last night talking about how good the Cavaliers had been shooting.
You admitted
maybe on free throws. Maybe on free throws.
Oh, we're making progress here, folks. You used to swear up and down it doesn't exist. Allie Gillis has it, sends it over to Roby. Roby now with numbers if she hurries, and she'll do it herself. Shot too strong, no, and a foul. Carolee Gilbert swiped down trying to get that rebound. It'll be the second on her, and Cookeville flirting with the bonus here. That's their 4th team foul of the quarter. It's their 5th. That should have been 2 free throws.
Yeah.
And the officials not realizing it. And now they will. It'll be 2 free throws upcoming, and still with 4:10 to go.
On the clock too.
They should put more time on. About 5 seconds ran off. It's going to be 2 free throws, and for McMinn Central now, getting a little bit ugly for Cookeville. That's what they want it to be, getting to the free throw line, scoring with the time not ticking.
Well, the thing is, this McMinn Central team, they're so good at shooting the 3, and the way that they've been shooting from the free throw line, I think you're okay with a 16-point lead if you're the Cavaliers right now.
Yeah, the first one is no good. The second one does fall. That was Reagan Baker at the line. 3 points so far. Full court pressure again. Charlie Roby trying to navigate through it. She's done it masterfully so far tonight. Roby with 3 Chargerettes looking at her. Stutter steps, now sends it over to McLeod. McLeod going to reset. Fires it for Allie Gillis. Gillis surveys the floor as Beastry stands up towards her. Fires it right side McLeod. On an off-ball movement, Gillis able to muscle that one to keep the pass. Step back 3. Allie Gillis nowhere close. Rebound out of play, and it goes back to McMinn Central.
Is that ball out of bounds yet?
It may have bounced on that baseline.
Yeah, it was close. It seemed like an early whistle.
Typically, you're not going to – they just call it and move on. 3:33 to go in the third quarter, a 15-point game.
Probably wasn't going to be saved.
McMinn Central, a big shot away from making it interesting again as Cookeville started to pull away. There's Beastry, puts the dribble down, got away with another travel. There's been 3 or 4 of those tonight. Allie Gillis now pushing it ahead. With that Penguin happy feet. Gillis off the drive, gets inside, has it swiped by Beastry. Another turnover forced by the Chargerettes defense. Now here's Beastry bringing it ahead as we go under 3 to play in the third. Beastry eyes up, lowers the shoulder, a foul, good, and 1. Karina Beastry goes in strong and will go to the stripe to try to complete a 3-point play, and that is the 3rd personal on Allie Gillis.
Yeah, and it's been quite some time since the Cavaliers have gotten a bucket to go. Now a 13-point ball game, a chance to make it 12 for Beastry and make it a 4-possession game.
This one is up and good for Beastry, and the momentum swinging back towards the left side of the gym from where we sit here atop the floor. Dangerous pass back and forth with McLeod and Hudson. McLeod fires it to Dirksen. Dirksen puts the dribble down, now back to Kendall McLeod. McLeod crosses over, baseline drive now, reverses floor. Right side, Carolee Gilbert to the free throw line for Hudson. Hudson, one dribble back to Gilbert. Gilbert off the dribble, left-handed floater up, no, rebound tipped, and an over the back. Going to go on Karina Beastry. It'll be her 2nd personal, 3rd team foul going against the Chargerettes. 2:34 to go in the third. A 19-point lead has been trimmed down to 12.
I think you saw that shot from Carolee Gilbert because I think she wanted to try to dump it off to Hudson, but I don't know if she thought she couldn't get it there, at least cleanly, and that's why you saw the shot like that, and they were able to get bailed out of it with the foul.
Inbounds comes in over for Charlie Roby. Roby works it over, a little backdoor cut. Nicely done by Carolee Gilbert in the foul. Couldn't get the and one, but she will go to the Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate free throw line to shoot 2. Powell called for her 1st personal.
And that's why Gilbert is so dangerous inside. Again, not the tallest player out there, but able to use her body. She just pauses in the air just long enough for that defender to get over there late, able to release the basketball, draw the foul, and now a trip at the line.
First free throw good for Carolee Gilbert. She's got 3 points in the quarter, 14 in the game. Flies away the second one. That one's good. And back to a 14-point Cookeville advantage. 2:14 to go in quarter number 3. McMinn Central looking for a couple of big buckets to get back into it. A crossover drive inside, shot up, no. Rebound tipped down, Roby comes away, and here comes the tempo. Fires it for Dirksen. Dirksen off the glass, no. Rebounded by Kendall McLeod, and now Roby will reset.
There you saw Coach Gillis pull it out, slow down, still 1:50 to play here in the third quarter. They want to try to use some of this clock now. It's been back and forth for some time.
Crossover and kick, Carolee Gilbert open for 3, no good. Rebound down Beastry. Very dangerous in transition. Here she goes again. Shot thrown up and good. Nice touch for Karina Beastry, who's coming alive here in quarter number 3.
Yeah, they've cut it to 12, down by as many, I think it was 17 at one point. So McMinn Central winning the quarter and at least cutting the lead a little bit closer.
She matched her first half total. Karina Beastry has 16 in the game, 8 in the quarter. McLeod has it. Allie Gillis back at the scorer's table with 3 fouls. A Chargerette there as well. 1:09 and counting to go here in the third quarter. McLeod crosses over, gets free inside and a foul, and that is a bailout foul because McLeod was going to have an easy lay-in. Instead, she'll have to earn it, as this does put Cookeville into the bonus. And going to the Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate free throw line is Kendall McLeod. And that foul goes on Powell, her 2nd.
Yeah, that's the big thing, at least. She is going to get a chance to earn it instead of just being out there on the floor.
No good. Spins out. Gillis checking back in, as is Loden. Carolee Gilbert going to get a well-earned breather here.
Yeah, she's played very well tonight.
Next one for McLeod. No, 0 for 2, and it's a 12-point game. A chance to cut it to single digits potentially for Karina Beastry. No chance of a pass. She goes coast to coast off the glass. Good for 2. 10 points in the quarter for Karina Beastry, and it's a 10-point game. Allie Gillis now with pressure from behind. She felt it, lost it, able to keep it in, and then sends it out. Possession back to McMinn Central. We said it. The run was going to come for the Chargerettes. It is here now. Cookeville going to batten down the hatches.
Well, the good thing is they get the quarter coming in 40 seconds, so they'll be able to take a break, talk things over, and reset.
This is an isolation game right now for Beastry. Goes inside. Good and one again. No answer. One-on-one for Karina Beastry. She cuts it to single digits and can make it 7 with a trip to the line.
Yeah, this has been a really impressive comeback. Again, the Lady Cavaliers up by 17. And they didn't necessarily let their foot off the pedal, just hadn't made as many shots as they were in that point.
Free throw is good, and we've got subs at the table, so Cookeville wanted to get out and go. They will not.
It's still 33 seconds. Still a chance to get a good possession going here. Have to take care of the basketball and get it into the front court.
Full court pressure here for McMinn Central, who trails by just 7. Roby has it, crosses over. Roby sends it ahead. Dirkson's wide open, but no good. Muscled it off the glass. Possession goes back the other way with 20 seconds to go. McMinn Central can cut it way down here. One-on-one again, Karina Beastry. She has taken over this third quarter. 7 seconds left. She's guarded by Allie Gillis. She's just going to trigger the 3, and she hit it. What a shot for Karina Beastry, and a 19-point lead for Cookeville has been trimmed all the way to 4. Get your popcorn ready after 3. It's Lady Cavs 41, Chargerettes 37. This is Cookeville basketball, presented by Double Precision Landscaping and Lawn Maintenance and the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
The Real Estate Collective Auction Group offers expertise in a variety of services, including real estate, personal property, equipment, and nonprofit benefit auctions. Call 931-559-9500 for more information or see their upcoming auctions at letsgorico.com. The Real Estate Collective Auction Group is proud to support student athletes in our area and this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Tee Up is the Upper Cumberland's brand new indoor golfing experience. With 3 state-of-the-art simulators, you can work on some of the world's best courses, all in the comfort of their climate-controlled facility. You want to know how you can improve? See everything from club speed to spin rate in seconds. Conveniently located at 141 4th Street in Baxter. Stop in. Visit them online at teupgolfclub.com or call them at 931-559-GOLF to reserve your simulator today. Tee Up is proud to support this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Welcome back. Cookeville looked like they were in cruise control. Out in front by 19 in the third quarter, and then Karina Beastry showed up. 16 in the frame, 24 in the game for the Miss Basketball candidate early on in the season. And it's just a 4-point game, 41-37. And now here's Beastry with a corner 3. Way too strong, no. Allie Gillis with the board, and now she'll push it ahead as Cookeville looks for more separation. What defense will Cookeville deploy here in quarter number 4? They stayed in the man-to-man, and Karina Beastry made them pay.
Well, they've struggled a little bit offensively here, not hitting the shots from outside. They're getting to the line, but they just haven't been able to find the rhythm offensively.
Tania Dirksen for 3, no chance, no good. Rebound down to Beastry, and now she pushes it with speed. Beastry going coast to coast, throws it up. Great defense from Allie Gillis, and Dirksen able to wrestle the board. Possession arrow belongs to Cookeville.
Yeah, and we mentioned it, Allie Gillis playing with 3 fouls right now, so she has to be somewhat careful as Sadie Garrett's going to check in here for Tania Dirksen. And defensively, really good job by Gillis that time.
Pass ahead comes for Macy Hudson. Hudson now feeds it to a wide-open Charlie Roby. Roby drives inside, shot blocked. Possession the other way, Beatty with the block. Now Beastry with a full court feed ahead, shot up and one. Malia Massingale finishes through contact, and they're within 2.
Yeah, a really good feed up ahead. Massingale, a really nice finish. And able to get it now down to a possession, a chance to make it a 1-point game with a good free throw.
Kendall McLeod picks up her first personal, team's first. The free throw no good. If they could hit their free throws, they'd be way out in front.
Yeah.
They got the offensive rebound, and now Allie Gillis just picked up her fourth. Swipe down trying to get the steal, and now trouble for Cookeville as Gillis going to be forced to the bench, and Jamie Gillis wants a full timeout to talk about things. We'll take it with them in a 2-point ball game at Roane State. Don't go anywhere.
Fire and Vine in Cookeville is the Upper Cumberland's home for delicious Chicago-style pizza, beef, chicken, fish, and more. Located in Cookeville's historic downtown district, Fire and Vine's food and atmosphere will keep you coming back for more. Take in stunning views with the UCR team on Tuesday nights at 7, live for the UCR Coaches Show from the rooftop. Fire and Vine is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Welcome back. A 19-point lead for Cookeville about 8 minutes real time ago. It's now a 2-point lead, and all the momentum belongs to McMinn Central.
Yeah, I think it's been, close to a 19-2 run here for this McMinn Central team, and obviously a lot of it led by Karina Beastry. And we said it, this McMinn Central team, they're too good to not go on a run like this. It just depends on how Cookeville responds to it. Well, they haven't responded very well. Defense hasn't been good enough to slow down Karina Beastry, haven't been able to get good box outs and a rebound, and then we just saw Allie Gillis pick up her fourth foul, so she's going to be out for some time with 6:53 still to go in this basketball game.
And with the basketball are the Chargerettes trying to tie or regain the lead for the first time since early in the first half.
Give it to 20.
Correct, and get out of the way. 20 over in the corner right now. A little drive and kick into the corner. Massengill. This is Malia Massengill. Bobbled it, goes back to grab it. That's a double dribble
or something.
Yeah, she lost it on her own, then put it back down. So possession goes back to Cookeville. Coach Morgan looks confused. He shouldn't be. Nobody touched it for Cookeville.
It was either a travel down in the post or the double dribble when she came back out.
No question about that one. This one's tipped out of play. Beastry got to be careful. She thought she didn't touch it, but you never know how quick the trigger will be for the official if you disagree with a call like that.
Well, how about what this game has turned into, though? What we thought might have been a big, easy win for Cookeville now turned into a really good one. And still a lot of time left. 6:32 to go.
Roby with it. Roby eyes up. No Allie Gillis on the floor. She picked up her fourth foul just moments ago. Left side. Now the young freshman reverses back. Sadie Garrett on the floor in a big spot here. Charlie Roby working off a screen. That's why you schedule this game in November. See where you are, see where you need to improve, see where you're really good at. As Garrett gives back to Carolee Gilbert. Gilbert's been the engine tonight. She crosses over, drives in, puts it up, good and one. What a finish for Carolee Gilbert to give Cookeville a 2-possession lead again.
That's a heck of a drive. I thought they were going to let it go for a second. They do get the whistle, and Carolee Gilbert a good finish and a chance to complete a 3-point play and a much-needed bucket for the Lady Cavaliers. You got to use this momentum, take it to the defensive side of the ball, and get a big stop.
17 tonight for Carolee Gilbert. She flies away the free throw and got it at the Sonia Brown American Way Real Estate stripe. And it's back to a 5-point Lady Cavs advantage. Does that settle them back in as they try to survive this big push from the Chargerettes? In the half court, they'll go to work. Cookeville has settled into a bit of a zone look. Beastry drives, pulls up in the mid-range. No, gets her own rebound, though. And a foul will be called on the floor. This one's going to go on Macy Hudson. That'll be her third. So, got to watch. 2 on Dirksen, 3 on Hudson, 4 on Gillis, and 2 on Carolee Gilbert. Inbound to Beastry, thinking about the long one. One dribble, and she'll trigger it. No good. Rebound tipped by Dirksen. Gilbert comes away. Gilbert with her eyes up the whole time. Turns up the Jets. Carolee Gilbert flips it back, looking for Garrett. Out of play. Possession back now to McMinn Central.
Yeah, she did a good job letting the defense clear out there and then able to take the ball up and then just tried to go a little bit too fast as she got into the front court.
5:29 to go in the ball game. This game went to overtime a year ago. 60-58, a win for the Chargerettes. That is potentially on the docket right now. We'll have the boys' game to follow. Stick around for it, and stick around post-game for the Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing Player of the Game. Beastry one-on-one with Carolee Gilbert, and Gilbert very aggressive with the hands there. Will get tagged for the personal, and that is already 4 team fouls against Cookeville. They have gotten themselves into big foul trouble. 3 on Carolee Gilbert.
And I was wondering how many she had because she was so aggressive there, especially on B Street. Obviously, you want to make it difficult, but got to give her at least a little bit of space to operate.
And now a new look lineup with both Gillis and Gilbert out with a little bit of foul trouble. Cookeville trying to rely on their defense right now. B Street gets free inside on that low block. Now reverses back to the top of the circle. Cookeville playing a 2-3. Now they send it over into the corner left side. Off the dribble, a kick out to B Street. Thinking about it, that's about a 35-footer or so. Now she'll put the dribble down. Gets free inside. B Street no good, and a great rebound for Macy Hudson.
Yeah, the Lady Cavaliers got lucky there. The defender went up trying to help somewhere else inside.
Roby breaking through the press. Now fires it ahead. Dangerous. Dirksen comes away, though. Dirksen pivots in some trouble, and Jamie Gillis recognizing it. Going to burn a timeout with 4:23 to go in the ball game. We'll see if it's 30 or full. It looks like it's going to be a 30-second timeout, so we will stay through it. Right now, Cookeville, that was such a huge and one for Carolee Gilbert. Just kind of stabilized things as it was an onslaught for McMinn Central, but still 4:23 to go. And you know when B Street's on the floor, they can get them in a hurry.
Well, and we were talking about it, McMinn Central seemed like they had a lot of misses in the first half and early on in the third quarter, and that was a big miss there by B Street as well. But how different this game would be if McMinn Central is able to hit some of those bunnies inside, able to hit their free throws. It's a good thing that Cookeville was up by 19 points. Otherwise, they may be down in this game right now. But now for the Lady Cavaliers, they've got an opportunity up by 5 points. They get the timeout. They still have 2 timeouts remaining. So you got to take care of the basketball, get a good shot, and try to get some points on this possession.
Hudson going to fire it in for Charlie Roby. Roby goes to work off the dribble. Nice crossover move. Starts to get inside. B Street there defensively. Now Kendall McLeod. McLeod going to play a much larger role on this team this year. Now she goes to work. Nice kick over for Hudson on the baseline. Hudson works back, now flips it over for Charlie Roby. Roby off the dribble, now floats back. 4 minutes to go in quarter number 4.
And again for the Lady Cavaliers, their top 2 offensive threats on the bench right now with foul trouble. You would think Charlie Roby, Macy Hudson probably the next 2 up.
McLeod going to drive in. She drives, and the foul is called. And Kendall McLeod a little bit shaken up. A stiff shot. She's going to go to the Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate free throw line to shoot 2 big ones. And she is still hobbled. The foul goes on Baker.
Cavaliers don't have it. It's going to be Allie Gillis.
McLeod holding her head. Hopefully she is okay walking off. So Allie Gillis will check in with 4 fouls.
It would have been free throws, so I believe McMinn Central will get to choose who to put at the line.
They're calling it on the floor, which is insane. How? They've done that twice tonight. There is 0 chance that foul occurred on the floor.
Absolutely no chance.
There's a negative % chance.
Oh,
that is really not a good call. Second team foul against McMinn Central. As Gillis inbounds it to Dirksen. Dirksen puts it up in a foul. That one's a shooting foul. Tania Dirksen going to go to the line to shoot 2 at the Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate free throw line. This one goes on Malia Massengale, her first.
An opportunity here for Dirksen, who has struggled a little bit tonight offensively. Trying to knock down a couple of them.
First one is good, and every one of these matters greatly. First point tonight for Tania Dirksen.
And we were talking with Coach Gillis before this game got started, talking about the only stat that they really beat Stone Memorial in the other night were the free throws. They knocked down a lot of them. Well, they've knocked down a lot tonight. Big reason why they're up by 7 still.
Now a 5-0 run for Cookeville. Puts them back out in front, 46-39. 3:35 to go in the ball game. Bounce pass right wing side. Tons of room to operate now. The paint is clogged with red jerseys. They try to stop that penetration that was gashing them in the third quarter. Here's B Street with a nice reverse feed into the corner. 3 ball, no. Rebound down. Fought for, and a great rebound for Tania Dirksen, who gets fouled.
Yeah, that's a really good job by Dirksen. I think that's going to be the 4th team foul as well. So now both teams with 4 team fouls with 3:17 to go in the ball game. Next one on either side. Send them to the line unless it's player controlled. And here comes Carolee Gilbert. So now both Carolee Gilbert and Allie Gillis back on the floor with 3:17 to play and a 7-point lead.
And how about the play of some of those role players coming in
really
and playing great on the defensive side of the ball. They do stretch the lead. Gillis has 4. Gilbert has 3. They're both back in here. That was the 3rd personal foul, McCary Beatty.
Sadie Garrett, Kendall McLeod, really good minutes.
Dirksen open, going to pass it up, though, and kill the clock a little bit. Now she'll drive baseline. A nice poke from B Street. They'll stay with the Lady Cavs.
to have to take it out from a really tough spot, though, deep in that right corner.
And you see Gillis. She's like, can I please just stay a little bit further towards the center? Gillis.
They're not going to guard it. I guess that'll make it easier.
She inbounds it over the top for Macy Hudson. The senior Hudson goes to work with that left-handed dribble. 3 minutes and counting to play in regulation. Tick, 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 tick. Roby with a crossover. Now sends over left side Gilbert. Carolee Gilbert turns up the speed, throws up the shot. Not going to get rewarded that time. Tipped out rebound, though, and Macy Hudson runs it down. A little bit out of control that time, so they let it go. Gilbert has it. Now back to Roby. Roby, a little tie-up, and I believe
it's going to be 2 free throws.
It is going to be 2 free throws as the foul goes on Loden for a hold. That's her 4th, and Charlie Roby, a really good free throw shooter, goes to the Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate stripe to shoot 2 and try to extend the lead with 2:36 to go. How about the defense waking back up for Cookeville?
Well, I was going to say, what a job by these Lady Cavaliers. Now, obviously, the job is not done. A missed free throw there keeps the door open for a little bit, but 2:36 to go, have responded very, very well. It was once a 2-point game, have now gone on a 6-0 run since it being a 2-point game.
Free throw is good, number 2, as she splits them, and it goes up to a 3-possession lead, 47-39. Here goes Karina Beastry driving, picks up the dribble. And they've done a very nice job eliminating that penetration game that was just gashing them late in the third. Beastry has it left side. 4 fouls for Allie Gillis, but with 2:17 to go, she can ratchet it up. Beastry resets.
Cookeville going into this zone, too, has made it so difficult for McMinn Central.
And Beastry going to be fouled, and it goes on Carolee Gilbert into the landing area. So Beastry gets to shoot 3 here on the 4th personal foul on Carolee Gilbert.
Yeah, that's really tough for the Lady Cavaliers because, like you said, 4th personal on Carolee Gilbert and 3 free throws for a very good free throw shooter, but for the Cavaliers, fortunately missing on the first.
Both teams have struggled a little bit at times at the line. Cookeville's been better there tonight, as the second one is good for Beastry. 25 tonight. That third quarter was crazy. 16-4. She hit a planet very few players can get to, but she can. 2 for 3 there. It's back to a 6-point game. Roby with it and a foul. Charlie Roby going to go back to the Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate free throw line to shoot 2. See who this one is on here. It goes on 20. That's Karina Beastry, her 3rd. So 2 with 4 for Cookeville, 1 with 4 for McMinn Central, but they have 3 players with 3 fouls.
Yeah, and they're obviously going to be very aggressive. Down by 2 possessions right now. Back up to 3 with that good free throw by Roby. Trying to get back into this game. Would expect him to start to get the ball into the hands of Beastry as well. And you saw her take a deep shot on that last possession.
1 for 2 at the line for Roby. Cookeville led by as many as 19 in the third quarter. McMinn Central cut it to 2. Now it's back up to 7 with a full timeout on the floor, so we'll take it with them. A 7-point Lady Cavalier lead, trying to get to 2-0. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Ammonette's Eagle Auction and Realty is proud to present this 5-lot online-only auction of 669 Ewing Cemetery Road in Spring City, Tennessee. Featuring nearly 22 acres near Watts Bar Lake on mostly wooded land, you can view it and bid online at eagleauctions.com or call 931-526-5335 for more information. Bidding in this online-only auction ends on Thursday, November 7th at noon Eastern Time. Ammonette's Eagle Auction and Realty is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Cookeville hosting an alumni game coming up on Saturday. Doors open at 4:30 with bouncy houses, food, and a lot of other fun things. And then they will play at 6. And over 60 alumni will be there. 20 are going to play in the alumni game. It's going to be a fun evening there at Cookeville High School. And listen, Tennessee plays at noon. Tennessee Tech plays at noon. Great way to spend your evening going out to CHS for the alumni game.
The Indiana Hoosiers play at noon.
Lose at noon. We'll be watching it at a sports bar in Morristown before basketball. It'll be good. 2 minutes to go in the ball game here. Cookeville with a 7-point lead. That pass tipped up. And they work it over to the top of the key, swinging around left wing side. Back and forth, trying to find space in the zone. They don't play it very much, but it looks good. Beastry goes up. Who's the foul on?
Macy Hudson.
I
don't know how.
Serious right now? My goodness. They call that foul on Macy Hudson when Beastry went over her back. The 4th personal on Hudson, and Beastry going to go shoot 2 at the line, and Jamie Gillis can't believe it, and I don't blame her.
She's pleading for him to come over and explain.
And that would need to be a good explanation because Hudson boxed her out, went up for the rebound, and Beastry went behind her and pushed her in the back. First free throw is good. 1 for 2 so far. She's been at the line a lot tonight. The second one is no good, and the rebound comes down to the Chargerettes. Down by 6. They could use a quick shot here. Driving around the defense. Shot up. Good and one. And Allie Gillis's night is done. That is her 5th. And it is a 3-point possession so far for McMinn Central. They can make it 4 as Reagan Baker gets inside and finishes for 2.
Yeah, what a strong drive there by Baker. And again, for Gillis trying to challenge the shot. It is her 5th, and so now Sadie Garrett, a freshman, some big minutes here late in this ball game. And a chance for Baker to make it a 1-possession game.
She spins it back, flies it away. 1:39 to go, and it's good. A 4-point possession for McMinn Central. Hudson gets it into Roby. She's trapped in the corner, and we've got a timeout called by Coach Jamie Gillis with 1:37 to go in regulation. So maybe a little bit of a gift to McMinn Central. They capitalized to cut it to 3 full timeout. We'll be back after a word from our friends at Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing.
Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing is proud to support student athletes and athletic departments throughout the Upper Cumberland. They're also proud to sponsor the Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing Player of the Game on this broadcast. From trophies to t-shirts, they can do it all. Stop by and see them at 120 Circle Drive in Allgood or give them a call at 931-537-9559. Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing is proud to sponsor this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
The Real Estate Collective is a team of experienced, licensed real estate agents serving the entire Upper Cumberland region. Whether you are looking to buy or sell, the RICO team is ready to serve you. With a focus on people over profits, you can rest assured the Real Estate Collective can help make your real estate dreams a reality. Call 931-559-9500 for more information or see their current listings at letsgorico.com. The Real Estate Collective is proud to support student athletes in our area and this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
1:37 to go in regulation. Cookeville's lead back down to just 3. Macy Hudson gets it into Carolee Gilbert. Bounces it back to Hudson. Hudson going to have to pick up the tempo here. She does get it across the line, right through the hands of Dirksen, and possession goes back to McMinn Central with 1:27 to go.
Yeah, McMinn Central, they've just been hanging around, down by 2. Cavaliers go back up by 7, now down by 3. A chance to tie or get within 1 with 1:20 to go.
Baker coming off a huge and 1, gives it over to Beastry. Now she sends it left side. Here comes a half-court trap for Cookeville. Now they back off. Kirkpatrick reverses back Beastry, top of the circle. 1-on-1, Gilbert with 4 fouls. Beastry drives around her. Karina Beastry, no! Disrupted by Dirksen, who has the rebound, and there's the foul. Great play by Tanaya Dirksen, who now will go shoot 2 at the Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate free throw line.
How many times has McMinn Central missed a layup just like that tonight? 3 or 4 wide open opportunities inside. Haven't been able to convert. Now Dirksen an opportunity to try to make this a 2-possession ball game with 62 seconds to play.
And now that will end the night for McCary Beatty. She picks up her 5th personal. First free throw for Dirksen is good.
Big one.
Back to a 2-possession lead for the Lady Cavaliers. 1:02 to play. Next one is no good. Couldn't get the roll. Beastry with the rebound. Now they'll push it quickly. Under a minute to play. Beastry checks over to get the play. Gilbert, she's not relenting on defense despite the 4 fouls. Reverse pass right side. Beastry now from the wing, guarded by Roby. Fires back out to the top of the circle. Little underhand feed finds Beastry. And now we have a timeout called by Coach Morgan. He's still got 4 of them in his back pocket. 40.2 seconds to go. It is a full timeout. Cookeville leads by 4. Chargerettes with the basketball. Don't go anywhere.
The Crouch team with Highlands Elite Real Estate is proud to present this home at 211 Wilhite Street in Sparta. A new build with 3 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms on 1,200 square feet. This home is affordable without skimping on quality. Boasting granite countertops, stainless appliances, and 9-foot ceilings, this could be your new home. Call the Crouch team at 931-979-1191 for more information today.
40.2 seconds to play here in regulation. Cookeville had a 19-point advantage. Shrunk down to 2. Now it's back to 4. McMinn Central with the basketball. Out of this timeout is Coach Johnny Morgan trying to draw up something to get a quick basket for his team.
Yeah, and you said it, 40 seconds to go in this game. Both teams shooting free throws. Still 3 timeouts remaining for McMinn Central. This 40 seconds could last quite some time depending on what happens.
Yeah, they get in any sort of trouble, he can burn another timeout. Cookeville settling back, trying to prevent anything easy. Beastry underneath, going to work. No Allie Gillis on the floor, out with 5 fouls. Now a pass that was tipped found its intended target. 30 seconds, time ticking away here on the Chargerettes. Beastry drives, 3 Lady Cavs there. And Beastry going to go to the line to shoot 2. We'll see who this foul is called against. It goes on Tanaya Dirksen. That's her 3rd personal. The free throw line has been an up and down challenge tonight for McMinn Central. The first one is good for Beastry.
Yeah, that's the important one. Gets it a 1-possession game. So now for the Cavaliers, you have to rebound. You got to box out. Got to take care of the ball.
No good on the second. We've got a foul called. Who's it on?
Lane
violation against Cookeville.
On Carolee Gilbert up top.
And she's very confused, so Beastry gets another get-out-of-jail-free card. Next one is good. Beastry got it to go. And a timeout call by Coach Morgan, a 30-second timeout. Lord, give me the strength. 25.2 seconds to go in regulation, back to a 2-point game. And the name of the game right now for Cookeville, Jacob, they got to protect basketball.
Yeah, you got to get the ball in. You got to move the ball across the timeline. You do have 1 timeout remaining, so you've got it in the back pocket if you can't get the ball in. But obviously you don't want to use that. You'd rather have that with 10 seconds, 5 seconds to go. But you got to get the ball in, get it into a free throw shooter's hands if you can. Obviously, Cookeville has been pretty good so far tonight. Would like to see it in Macy Hudson's hands and Carolee Gilbert's hands. But obviously, McMinn Central is also going to know that. And they're going to be playing some pretty tough defense on those 2 players. Charlie Roby in there as well.
Tanaya Dirksen going to inbound it here from the baseline for Cookeville. Full court press, no surprise for McMinn Central. Dirksen can run the baseline, bounces it for Roby. Roby splits a trap, now in some trouble, works out. Sends it ahead to Gilbert. 20 seconds, kill the clock now. Gilbert tied up a little bit, and there's the foul. Carolee Gilbert going to go to the Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate free throw line where they need them both. This one goes on Maddie Kirkpatrick. That's her 2nd. Well into the bonus is Cookeville. Carolee Gilbert leads them in scoring tonight with 18. Would love to make it 20.
Yeah, did a really good job to run about 8 seconds off the clock as well. Still 17.7 to play, and that is a big first free throw.
Big free throw is good. Now they need another one. 17.7 seconds to go here in regulation. Next one for Gilbert. Got it. 2 for Carolee Gilbert. And now McMinn Central has got to go in a hurry.
Cannot foul.
14 seconds for Beastry. Loses handle on it. It's out of play, and Cookeville gets it back. Carolee Gilbert got her body enough in the way as Beastry tried to go around and lost it. 11.3 as Dirksen looks to inbound. Surveys a couple of times. Roby's free, and there she goes. Charlie Roby sends it ahead, and now the lay-in is good. Sadie Garrett with the icing on the cake. McMinn Central with the heave, but it won't matter. Cookeville hangs on. Final score, Lady Cavaliers 53, Chargerettes 47.
Yeah, what a win for Cookeville in this ball game. Up by 19 at one point, all the way back down to 1 possession a couple of times, and even late in the game. But the Lady Cavaliers do a great job of taking care of the basketball, knocking down free throws, and already flipping a game last year that they lost. One of the few games that they lost, getting a big win here on the road and a neutral site at Roane State.
A big win for Cookeville tonight. Karina Beastry puts in 30 for McMinn Central, including 22 in the second half. But Cookeville scoring is as follows. Carolee Gilbert with 20 points in the game, 15 for Allie Gillis, 7 tonight for Charlie Roby, 6 for Macy Hudson, 3 for Tanaya Dirksen, and 2 for Sadie Garrett for a team total of 53. Cookeville wins tonight 53-47. It's time for the Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing Player of the Game. Jacob, who you going with tonight?
Carolee Gilbert. She was the Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing Player of the Game in my mind. Played very well. Obviously, she kind of got the offense going when it was a little bit slow to start out the basketball game. That was able to settle down the defense, which then got them out to the big lead, ended up by 19 points. Then it got a little bit closer. They were able to make some adjustments. They do switch into that zone defense, which slowed down the McMinn Central offense, and able to knock down free throws. And even there at the end, Carolee Gilbert able to take care of the basketball, able to do enough defensively, and they're able to get some free throws. And how about the freshman as well? Able to knock down a shot there late for a good deuce, and able to get out of here with a 6-point victory.
Cookeville had to battle through, a little sluggish into the third quarter, and a good push from a really good McMinn Central team. Foul trouble. Allie Gillis fouling out of the game. 4 fouls for a couple of key contributors as well, and Carolee Gilbert and Macy Hudson. They find a way to win the basketball game. And make no mistake about it, that's a really good win for a Cookeville team trying to build momentum before a big 4A schedule.
Again, they lost it last year in overtime, and obviously this is a different McMinn Central team. It's a different Cookeville team. I even put it on the notes, 60-58 in overtime. A McMinn Central win last year. Molly Massengale had 35 points. Isabel Garcia had 28 points. Neither of those players played in this game, so a little bit different game, but this time it was Karina Beastry and Carolee Gilbert going head-to-head, and obviously Allie Gillis played pretty well, was just in a little bit of foul trouble, but a really big win for the Lady Cavaliers, and Coach Gillis doesn't schedule easy, doesn't get any easier as they get York Institute coming up on Tuesday, but it's the first home game of the year, so they'll be excited for that.
Cookeville improves to 2-0 on the campaign. McMinn Central falls to 1-1. McMinn Central travels to Stone Memorial. That's no easy game coming up on Saturday for them. As we mentioned, Cookeville will take on York at home. We will have the action for you on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network on Tuesday night. The Cookeville Cavaliers looking to get their first win of the young season. We'll see if they can. The first win of the Coach Hill era. When we come back, we'll have the intermission graphic on the screen. Be back in about 10 minutes or so to preview all the action. Jacob Benson will have it for you. Your final score in game number 1. Cookeville gets it done, 53-47 over McMinn Central.
Welcome back to Roane State Community College as the Cookeville Cavaliers get set to take on McMinn Central. The Chargers out of the 2A classification. Both these teams 0-1 on the season, looking for their first victories of the season. Their first two games a little bit differently for the Cookeville Cavaliers. Fell to Stone Memorial on Tuesday night, 71-47. Cade Capps had 37 points. Jack Cordell had 22 points. For Jaron Davis, though, he played pretty well. 22 points in a losing effort on Tuesday night. For this McMinn Central team, they fell in their first game to in their first game to Chattanooga School of Arts and Sciences, 66-59. Another one of those schools, he said it might just be a made-up name.
We're just making things up.
But they lost by 7 points. Overhearing from their radio broadcast right next to us, they had 20 turnovers and missed 13 free throws in that 6 or 7 point game. So it'd be interesting to see what they can do tonight. For the Cavaliers, a good opportunity early on in the season for a completely new ball club to try to get a win under their belt.
Yeah, absolutely. And Coach Hill here, it's a completely different roster. You know, it's interesting because it kind of puts Cookeville in an unfair position of you're going to get every team's best shot because you just look up and you go, man, this team was in the state championship game last year. Like, yeah. And they lost 4 out of 5 starters and 5 out of 5 starters. Jaron Davis can start most places.
Yes.
But
so can Joseph.
Exactly right. But they lost 5 out of 5 starters, a bunch of key role players for them. It's a completely different team. It's a completely different style of basketball that they want to play under Coach Hill. So it's going to take a while. You saw them start pretty well early, and then Cade Capps kind of just did what Cade Capps does and take us over the basketball game. This is a really important game tonight for Cookeville. It's a winnable game, but it's not going to be an easy win. They're going to have to come out here and earn it, a potential for a confidence builder. But if you don't win it, you can kind of go in the other direction. This is a kind of a pivotal early season Hall of Fame game, more important, I think, than most for this particular Cookeville Cavalier team.
This is the Hooper Huddleston and Horner Funeral Home pregame shows. We get you ready for Cookeville taking on at McMinn Central. The girls got a big victory in game number 1. Final score 53-47. Carolee Gilbert, the Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing Player of the Game in that one. This McMinn Central team a season ago, 17-13. They went 8-2 in district play. They fell to Tyner Academy 58-53 in the Region 2 2A semifinals. They were runners-up in the District 3 2A championship game to a very good Kingston team, 82-70. They lost their best player from a year ago as well, and Will Cooper, who averaged 21.7 points per game. He had 2.3 steals per game. He was the primary ball handler for this team. So it's a very different-looking McMinn Central team, and that their offense is going to look very different. Of course, for this Cookeville team, making the state championship a year ago, they lose all 5 starters. Jaron Davis, Joseph Owens, the only 2 players that got significant playing time last year, back this year. Jaron Davis was in foul trouble in that first half against Stone Memorial, and a big reason why, after being tied 16-16, they trailed by double digits at halftime. If he's able to stay out of foul trouble, he's a very good offensive threat. He's just got to stay out of foul trouble.
Yeah, this is a team that just doesn't have that depth that they had a year ago that can afford for a star to get into foul trouble. Last year, Josh Hurd gets into foul trouble, you're okay. This year, you're in a lot more trouble. You saw that happen on Tuesday night. They got to find a way to slow down a little bit. This kid is gigantic. Cookeville does not have anybody the size of him. Jaron Davis can get up. He's going to have to do it without fouling against a real post presence.
Jaron Davis will tip it up against Raymond McCarty underway. Joseph Owens rips a triple and drains it. A Gary Maxwell Insurance 3 for Joseph Owens. He knocked down one of those in the game against Stone Memorial, and a good start for the Cavaliers, up 3-0, 15 seconds into the game.
Well, that's a great start. It just no hesitation, triggers it, and gets your opponent on their heels just a little bit.
Starters for McMinn Central, Carter Anderson, there's a 3 by Spradling. Dayton McSpradling on that left wing. Back out to Anderson for a triple try. He misses, but inside Will Benton. The 6'4 body able to get the rebound, can't finish, and we've got some contact underneath, and a foul is called on Spradling, crashing the board. So once again, the starters, McMinn Central, Dayton Spradling, Raymond McCarty, Aiden Clemens, and Will Benton. For the Cookeville Cavaliers, Joseph Owens, Jalen Denk, Jaron Davis, Walker Redding, and Bryce Heron. Here is Owens on the left wing. Around it comes to Denk right side. A zone defensive look here for McMinn Central. Heron penetrates, kicks out Denk. A deep 3 from that right side. In and out, no. Offensive rebound inside for Davis. Couldn't quite hang on. It goes out of bounds, and McMinn Central gets the basketball back the other way. 7:04 to go here in the first quarter.
We've had an opportunity to see McMinn Central in the Frank's Christmas Shootout the past several years. This is the kind of game you're going to see. Both teams going to shoot a lot of threes, working around the arc. If you like old school basketball, this is not the game for you. You can have a high-scoring game where if both teams are cold, could be kind of a sloppy game.
Yeah, the Cavaliers also in a zone defense. Plemons takes a deep three. That's off the back of the iron. We've got a foul underneath called on the Cavaliers, a little push in the back. And I believe Jaron Davis is going to pick up his first.
And those are the kinds of fouls you can't afford Jaron Davis to have, because it needs to be an earned it foul. He's going up to try and block a shot. It can't be in a situation like that.
McCarty on the left wing. After the inbounds play, just lost it, and Dank just takes it right out of his hands. Now Dank will bring it ahead for the Cavaliers, picks up his dribble, throws to Davis on the right baseline, takes it inside, kicks out Herron. Herron penetrates left side, dumps off to Redding, who puts it in for two. Good dump-off pass there to the sophomore Walker Redding. Team filled with sophomores, and good start for the Cavaliers, up 5-0 in the early going.
Yeah, really good play. You suck the defense in with that baseline drive and just a nice little underhand flip for an easy two.
Here's Anderson, top of the key, moves it left wing. A three coming from Spradling is in and out, no good. And already three early triples, but three misses by McMinn Central. Now Davis with the basketball for the Cavaliers will find Dank on the right wing. He penetrates through two defenders, blocked, but right to Redding, who puts it up and in. And what a start for the Cavaliers, 7-0. And an early timeout taken by the Chargers with 5:58 to play here in the first. Just a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here. But for the Cavaliers, playing the way they did 2 days ago against Stone Memorial, much better start to this basketball game.
Yeah, you got to love it. And they had a pretty good first quarter. Yeah. Caps wasn't really in rhythm, but the way they've been able to score it so far, you have the quick three, you have kind of your typical half-court offense, and that's really where we want to see that Coach Hill effect. It's a Cookeville team that hasn't been very interested in half-court offense in recent years. It's been run and gun, trigger the threes. Obviously, you can have a ton of success doing that. Maybe a little less of that this year. Certainly see a bunch of threes, but more within half-court sets as opposed to the focus on transition game. That was very good to see them be able to hit that shot. Now the question is, can they continue it for 4 quarters?
Obviously not much of a post presence, especially for a 4A team as well. They're going to go into a 1-3-1 defensive look here. They change up that zone from the 2-3 to the 1-3-1. New player into the game is Elijah Hacker. He had it at the free throw line. Now kick it on the left wing. Spradling fakes the three, gets to the baseline. Down low it goes to Benton, who puts it up and in after the underneath move.
I mean, if they don't go to him on every possession, they're crazy.
He is listed as 6'4", 280 pounds.
I mean, every possession should go through that kid. He's gigantic inside, and Cookeville has nobody that can match up size-wise with him.
Dank will get it inside to Davis, trying to back down. Benton gets past him with a spin move, missed it, but Redding is there to clean it up again, and the sophomore has 6 points here in the first quarter.
Yeah, I really like what we've seen out of Walker Redding so far, but an and one on the other end.
Spradling able to get the finish. I think the foul's going to be tagged on Jalen Dank. No, they get it on Bryce Herron. So Herron will pick up his first. It is the team's second. 5:11 to go here in the first quarter, and Spradling will head to the line after the good bucket and a foul. Wasn't quite ready for the pass from the official. Able to knock down the free throw anyways. Sub comes in for McMinn Central in the form of Landon DeFries.
That's a name. Glad you had to say it.
Who knows if I said it right. Cavaliers with it. Owens kicks in the corner. Here's Herron trying to drive down low. Wide open Davis from the top of the key. Triggers, but just a little bit short. He can knock it down. Just short on that one just a little bit.
Yeah, and it was another good half-court set. I mean, you'll take a wide-open Jaron Davis three from the top of the key every time down. Just, as you said, short-armed it a little bit. New gym, college gym. It doesn't feel gigantic down there. It is a very nice facility, though.
Yes, it is. Roan State, they've come here for the last couple of years. This is Cookeville boys' first time here. They did not play here last year. There's the pass inside, turned over. Herron comes up with the basketball. Owens will bring it ahead now for the Cavaliers. 4:38 remaining here in the first. Owens tried to wrap a pass to Dank in the right corner, but it goes out of bounds, deflected, last touched by the Chargers, and Cookeville will keep it underneath.
How about the hospitality from the folks here at Roan State?
Been great.
I mean, the press box is awesome, but just been great to work with. Appreciate it very much.
The AD David Lane doing a great job in helping us out. Here's Dank, kick out Davis. Triggers the left wing triple. That one finally falls, went in and out, and then hopped off the front of the rim and fell down. And Jaron Davis finds a Gary Maxwell Insurance three, his first bucket of the game, and almost a steal and a run out for Davis. Probably would have led to his second dunk of the season.
Love the confidence for Jaron Davis. The airball one, next time down, forget about it. Just rain one in from downtown, get the roll, see if that locks him in a little bit.
And we kind of talked about it on the way up here for this Cookeville team. This is a game that they probably need to play well in, and they've started off very well, and it has started here on this defensive side of the ball. They're knocking down shots on the other side as well.
Yeah, McMinn Central, a 2A team for Cookeville in that 4A classification in that district. You got to beat a team like this.
That's a good pass inside. Ben got loose, and he able to find his second bucket of the day. Makes it 12-7 with 4 minutes remaining in the first.
Because if you don't beat a team like this, and then you run into the Lebanons of the world, you know you're in big trouble.
Obviously, Laverne going to be probably the favorite this year in that district. Lebanon has been making strides as well, even in the district tournament last year.
Yeah, Coach Jim McDowell is not going to have that team down for long.
Davis got deep underneath, but finds an open lane with the left hand, and he's going to be that go-to scorer for this Cavaliers team. He's got 5, and up by 7 are the Cavaliers. 3:33 to go here in the first. Anderson on the left wing now to Hacker. Back almost deflected Dank and saved back in by Anderson after going into the backcourt. Down low, Ben got loose again, takes a power dribble, may have taken an extra step, but he missed it. Now Walker Redding with the basketball for the Cavaliers, passes off Davis, steps into another triple try from the right side. That one misses. Rebound tipped out and into the hands of the Chargers. Ahead, Spradling gathers and puts it up and in for a deuce.
Good job by Jaron Davis to not go and commit a foul there. He already has one. It's a 3-on-1. See if you can disrupt it a little bit, but live to fight another play.
Up by 5 now, the Cavaliers. Joseph Owens with the basketball, kind of the spread out zone look here for the Chargers. That's a kicked ball. No, it's not. Somehow it was not called a kicked ball and worked out anyways because it ends up being a foul for McMinn Central. I mean, that's right off the foot. You can't play soccer. Spradling is going to be tagged with the foul.
You're a kicker. You should like that.
I did it a lot, actually, playing basketball, but the whistle blew whenever I did it. Brody Parsons, Lane Garrett, and Bo Maxwell all check in, the 3 subs that will be used all season long for this Cavalier team. Foul called on Spradling was his second. He's still out there on the floor, though. Here's Bo Maxwell with the basketball over to Garrett on the left wing. Owens into the corner, 2:37 remaining here in the first. Around it comes Garrett. Maxwell again. Maxwell, good shooter, wasn't able to knock a whole lot down against Stone Memorial. We'll see if he tries to trigger a few more off the bench today against the Chargers. Inside, Davis kicks it out. Brody Parsons open for a triple try. No good on that attempt. Rebound tip out is out of bounds and stays with the Cavaliers underneath. Davis had a little bit of a doing in there. 2:19 on the clock.
Early season conditioning. Jaron Davis, hands on the hips, a little bit down on the knees.
Quick inbounds pass, Lane Garrett, touch pass to Parsons on the baseline, back out Owens, wide open for a triple try. Owens knocks down his second, a Gary Maxwell insurance 3. That's not something he did last year on a team full of three-point shooters.
Yeah, that's great half-court offense. A little tic-tac-toe passing, you're wide open, you can hit it. He steps into it and buries it.
And listen, the Cavaliers had a lot of open shots against Stone Memorial, just weren't able to knock him down. McCarty triggers a 3, misses. Offensive rebound, no. Parsons had the rebound, and then he is fouled. And this might be on Spradling. If it is, no, they call it on Benton. So Will Benton picks up his first. And James Moss, a sophomore, is going to check in here for Spradling, who will come out with those 2 fouls.
Well, you got to like the clip you're on right now if you're Cookeville. 17 points in the first quarter, still nearly 2 minutes to go in the frame. You're hitting shots, getting open looks. It's a good start.
1:55 to go here in this first frame. 17-9 they lead. Garrett across the timeline, throws it over to Maxwell right side. Here's Parsons in the corner. He looks inside. Again, going up against that zone defense. Owens faces down low to Davis, draws some contact and finishes. Jaron Davis, a little bit of a stare down after that finish. Up by 10 now are the Cavaliers. Anderson across the timeline with the hot pink shoes. Over to Moss left wing. Anderson gathers. There's Plemons. Just moving around that zone defense. They do get it inside. Right back out to Anderson. Plemons again. Now they get it to the free throw line. May have been a travel. They don't call it. Anderson top of the key. Takes an elbow jumper. In and out, no. Rebound down to the Cavaliers. Owens able to clear it out. 1:05 to play here in the first. On the corner, Garrett back out Owens. Puts it on the deck. A bounce pass to Maxwell. Mishandled and able to find his dribble again. Owens out near midcourt with 55 seconds on the clock. We'll see if Cookeville tries to run this down. Garrett on the left wing into the corner. Parsons. And that's going to go into the backcourt, but it was deflected. Maxwell. Parsons fakes on the 3 on the deck. Out to Davis. Still 40 seconds. Kick out corner. Maxwell 3 on the way. That one misses short. And Benton's got the rebound for McMinn Central. Ahead to Plemons, has to touch pass it back to his teammate. McCarty inside, Nice move, and finishes for his first bucket.
Great move inside in transition. Looked to be a little out of control, and he's able to just finesse it in.
8-point lead for the Cavaliers. 20 seconds remaining here in the first. Jaron Davis slowly walks it across the timeline. Cookeville wanting to take the final shot here in the first frame. 12 seconds and counting. Owens out by the half-court line. 9 seconds. Davis from the free throw line. Looked like maybe a little bit of contact. They let it go. McCarty now pushing the other way with 3 seconds. At half-court, looks at the clock. He traveled. They didn't call it. Plemons a three. Knocks it down. Again, a missed travel. This time it leads to a made three for McMinn Central. And they make it a 5-point game at the end of one. 19-14, Cookeville leads. You're watching Cookeville High School basketball presented by Double Precision Landscaping and Lawn Maintenance on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate is proud to present the Goff Ridge Resort at Center Hill Lake, featuring homes and large level building lots. Homes starting in the 290s and building lots starting at $42,900. The lots are soil tested and approved with utilities at the road and are ready for you to build your dream home. For more information, contact Realtor Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate at 931-979-7145.
Welcome back here, second quarter about to get underway. The Cavaliers, a good first quarter offensively, allowed about 5 points there late in the quarter to get it to a 5-point game. 19-14, they were up 19-9, and it is Chargers basketball to start this second quarter of action. Jaron Davis, 7 points to lead the way for the Cavaliers right now.
And if you wonder why teams typically hold for one shot with a minute to go, that's why. Cookeville had a 10-point lead, a 5-0 run in that last minute for McMinn Central when Cookeville took a couple of shots, and now the Chargers have life.
Spradling inside is going to be fouled by the Cavaliers on a reach-in. I think Bo Maxwell is going to be tagged with it from his elbow spot. He is. And Maxwell picks up his first 3 fouls so far on the Cavaliers, but that one just the first here in the second quarter. Again, they reset at the quarter. He gets a 5, and then he gets a 2 free throws. Obviously, that change in the rules last season seems like sped up the games just a little bit.
The best change they've made in years.
We have very much enjoyed it. I don't know if the coaches have, but we definitely have.
Well, that's my concern.
Here's McCarty with it, hands it off to Moss. Checked in late in the first quarter. Moss on the drive, a piece of it blocked by Owens. Now Davis has the basketball for the Cavaliers. Parsons on the right wing, looks inside. Garrett catches the free throw line, kicks in the corner. No, he catches his own pass after it was deflected. Here's a good pass to Parsons, who takes the three. Can't get it to fall. And Anderson, a good rebound for McMinn Central. He's trying to push. McCarty across the timeline up that left side as Walker Redding heads to the scorer's table. He had 6 points in that first quarter. A lot of them on the putback. Anderson around the zone inside Spradling. Trying to spin on Parsons. He traveled. No, they called a foul. 3 travels that have been missed. That time called for a foul.
Both games.
Brody Parsons, the guilty party.
Just having a nice November dance.
That's
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Steps.
That's called pulling the chair. It's good defense by Brody Parsons, and it gets called for a foul. Second team foul on the Cavaliers. 6:49 to play here in the second quarter.
I've been so well behaved, and I can just feel it slipping away.
Second game of the season.
It's not good that I'm already here.
Anderson on the left wing now for the Chargers. A nice move. Fires up the triple. Couldn't get it to fall. Good box out and a rebound by Bryce Herron. Now Owens coming the other way. Hands off Herron. Dank into the corner. Redding. He's going to try the three. Can't get it to fall. A little bit short.
Cook was cooled off a little bit. They were red hot in that first quarter early on, getting these 19 points, but the lid is kind of formed around the rim. Look for them to maybe try to get it inside a bit more with Jaron Davis.
6:15 to go here in the second quarter. Still in that zone defensive look. They went man-to-man against Stone Memorial and obviously have made an adjustment since that game after watching the film. Giving up 71 points, 37 to Cade Caps. He's going to do that to a lot of teams, though.
Yeah, he's going to do more than that to a lot of teams.
Here's Anderson step into a deep triple try. That one missed badly off the right side of the rim. Owens now with the basketball for the Cavaliers. Here on the near sideline. Takes it inside, over to Davis right side. Looks at the rim, puts it on the deck. Trying to drive, kick out Owens. He's open again. He's hit 2. Now 3. A Gary Maxwell insurance 3 for Joseph Owens. He's got 9 points, all of them from outside. 5.5 to play here in the second quarter. What a welcome sight that is for the junior.
Yeah, they need that.
Senior.
They need that Robin to the Batman of Jaron Davis. If he can do this consistently, Cookeville becomes very much more dangerous, and they do it in a hurry.
Davis, kick out. Heron wide open for a triple try. That one misses short. And outside of Davis and Owens haven't been able to knock down a lot of threes. And you saw Coach Hill, those are the shots that they want. It's a wide open three, just haven't been able to hit them yet. Outside of those two players, they're two seniors. McCarty a three, that one misses, and Davis has the rebound. With his eyes up, 4:58 to play in the second quarter. Touch pass up to Dank. He takes a little Euro step. He is fouled.
Oh, come on.
No way they called a travel, right?
No, they called it off. They said it's on the floor.
I thought he called a travel for a second.
No, we were going to go off the rails in a hurry.
Carter Anderson is tagged with his first foul for the Chargers. Bo Maxwell checks in. Clemens.
We've had a lot of on-the-floor called tonight, and no travels called tonight.
Bryson Ryden checks in for the first time for McMinn Central. They've gone 4 deep into their bench, and a quick inbounds to Jalen Dank, who's able to get it up and in for his first bucket of the night.
Yeah, that's a great job by Dank. He kind of fakes to the outside, then darts in. He's wide open. Man goes into the corner with Davis, and that's a great feed for 2.
So now the Cavaliers back up by 10, 24-14. Baseline jumper is way off the mark, but an offensive rebound into the new player's hands in Ryder. He skips it back out on the left wing. I beg your pardon, that was Bryson Ryden. Here's Plemons on the left wing. He hit the three right before the end of the first quarter. He steps into one here from the left side. That one doesn't go. And Jared Davis now has numbers for the Cavaliers.
Don't jump.
Up the left side, the Euro step puts it off the window, a little too strong. And a good rebound there by Plemons, and then a foul by the Cavaliers. Jalen Dank a little bit too much with the body.
You get Jaron Davis starting to roll downhill with a head of steam, and if you jump with him, you're going to be put on Huddle and Twitter and Instagram and Facebook and Snapchat and everywhere else.
Well, Jaron Davis earns his first break of the game as Joseph Owens is back in. 24-14, they lead by 10. 4:07 to play here in the second quarter. But a good game for the Cavaliers so far, already erasing that first loss to Stone Memorial. Skip pass now on the right side. Spradling driving right baseline. Lost the basketball, but it went in the hands of one of his teammates. Into the corner, Riding for a three. That one in and out, no good. Here's Heron. We'll bring it ahead. Owens at the free throw line. Kick out Redding. Stepping into the triple. That one misses short. All of them for the Cavaliers have been missing short except for Owens and Davis.
Yeah, and they've all been behind the college line. Again, it's that white line that matters, and they're taking them from 3 feet further away than they have to. Another one there.
Yep, Spradling misses. McMinn Central is ice cold from outside. Here's Joseph Owens over to Walker Redding. Fakes on the three, but that time he did travel. They actually called it. But one of the few times that they have called a travel. And it will be a turnover back to the Chargers. 24-14, 3:22 to go here in the second quarter. Will Benton checking back in for the Chargers. And a timeout taken by the Cavaliers. They want to talk something over. 30-second timeout.
So it was a travel.
Right.
Can we just
call it both ways?
Yes.
Yeah.
Can we please do that?
Advertising spots are available for the 2024-2025 basketball season. You can message the UCR Facebook page for more information. We have 3 quarterfinal football games coming up tomorrow night right here on the main page. Macon County and White County, the high school football game of the week.
Dibs.
UCR 2, York and Bledsoe County. And UCR 3, Clay County and South Pitt. 3 really, really good football games coming up tomorrow night. Pickett County, Cumberland County basketball will be on UCR 4. And again, those channels are subject to change if Facebook decides to go haywire on us.
Screw us.
As they have for about the last week and a half.
Thank God we've got like 72 pages we can put games on, and the share button still works.
Yes. We might run into troubles tomorrow night since we have 4 games going. We've had 3, haven't had 4 yet.
Well, the Facebook page is working now.
Yes.
So at least we have that.
Hey, now we got some music going during the game, too. Out of the timeout, 3:07 to go in the second quarter.
What if we stopped that, though?
Yeah,
What if we didn't?
I'm surprised the officials haven't. Spradling inside, really good Euro step move and finds 2 points.
Yeah, they need to get inside a little bit more. McMinn Central's gone cold from long range, and they have just been bombs away. See if they can get it inside a little bit more.
We're just bumping. Inside, Redding on the left baseline. Dank now top of the key 3. That one goes, and guess what? He was inside the college 3-point line and able to knock it down. Jalen Dank's first Gary Maxwell Insurance 3.
And I wonder if that was something Coach Hill said in that timeout. Like, hey, guys, it's the white line.
Take a step
in. Just step up. You're okay. And they ran it in just like that. Everything's short, Well, you're about 2 feet further away than you usually are.
Up by 11 now, the biggest lead of the night for the Cavaliers. 2:20 to go in the second quarter, and a deflection and a steal. Joseph Owens with it for the Cavaliers. Exactly the game the Cavaliers were looking for in a bounce-back fashion. Again, they still have a lot of time to go in the game, but the first half has been really good for the Cavaliers. Here's Bo Maxwell with the basketball, letting the offense develop, going past his defender off to Walker Redding. Redding will give it out to Denk. He just made one. That one a little bit deeper, misses short. Redding the offensive rebound, blocked, back up and good. He's had 3 putbacks tonight after a made 3. Or I beg your pardon, 3 putbacks tonight. He's got 8 points.
Yeah, I really like what Walker Redding's doing out here. He's got a little bit of size to him inside. He's not afraid to step out and shoot a 3, but gets in there for the offensive rebound, stays with it, and gets 2.
1:38 to go here in the first half. Clemens with the basketball for McMinn Central around to Anderson, and this is what they've been doing all night long. Deep shot here by Benton on the 2, and that one misses. Now numbers for the Cavaliers, 5 on 4 after a player hit the deck. Bo Maxwell, one pass to Heron. Doesn't put it up. Skip pass to Owens. He's open. He will fire it away. That's his first miss of the night. 3 for 4 now from downtown. 1:14 to go here in the second quarter. 13-point advantage for Cookeville. Inside, Spradlin with a left-handed finish. Can't get it. Good rebound by Walker Redding. Took it away from Benton. That should be a foul. Somehow it's not. Jalen Denk keeps the basketball, though. Lost it. Picks it back up. He's tackled, and finally they call the foul. That foul is going to be whistled on Bryson Ryden.
Well, if you get away with it the first time, just go spear the kid. I mean, maybe we'll be all right.
He immediately goes to the bench as well.
I mean, holy cow.
58.7 seconds. You know, may have been a football player, just got done playing.
No, and listen, I'm not faulting the kid.
No, not at all.
Call a foul in the backcourt.
Yeah.
What are we doing, gentlemen?
Yeah. 53 seconds to play here in the second quarter. We'll see if Cookeville tries to run this all the way down. Again, they led by 10 at the end of the first quarter. Ended up being a 5-point game at the end of the first quarter because they took an early shot. Here's Maxwell on the left wing. Takes a baseline jumper from that left side. In and out. No. The tip. Oh. No. Second try. No. And Maxwell now triggers the 3. That one misses badly and goes out of bounds. Again, a sign of a young team for this Cavalier team. Obviously very different from a year ago that was loaded with seniors. A lot of sophomores on this team, a few juniors, and just the 2 seniors in Jaron Davis and Joseph Owens. 29 seconds to go in the second quarter. McMinn Central will have a chance now for the final shot, down by 13. They give it to Moss on the left wing, running some of the clock down to 18 seconds. And Coach Curtis wants a timeout. They want to talk it over, draw up a play with 14 and a half seconds to go here in the first half, and I think they're taking a full timeout. They are. We'll take it with them. 14.5 on the clock, 13-point lead for the Cavaliers. Back in 30 seconds after we hear from Hall Sports and Outdoors.
Hall Sports and Outdoors in Jamestown is the Upper Cumberland's best sporting goods store. From cleats to camping supplies and everything in between, this family-owned store has it all. Hall Sports and Outdoors is proud to support our community, including student athletes throughout the Upper Cumberland. Stop in at 207 South Main Street or visit their website at hall42.com. Hall Sports and Outdoors is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Back here, 14 and a half seconds to go at Roane State Community College. Welcome in, everybody. If you haven't done so already, please hit that share button. Comments along with us. Let us know where you're watching from and who you're cheering for. Give us a like. You can see those thumbs up down at the bottom right flying up there. Please hit that thumbs up or the heart reaction if you want to. And it helps us out more than you know. The Cavaliers already win tonight on the Lady Cavaliers side, 53-47. Really good win for Cookeville against a very good McMinn Central team. And the Cookeville boys team now trying to get their first win of the season. They're against a solid McMinn Central team out of the 2A classification. 14 and a half seconds. Coach Daniel Curtis wanted a timeout to talk things over and draw up a play for the final seconds of this first half. Anderson will bring it ahead. Cookeville
travel.
Matching it as well. They go man-to-man now instead of the zone. Benton, he traveled, and they called a foul. Going to be whistled on Redding. It's his first. 4.7 seconds.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And dip.
The inbound to Moss. 4 seconds. Almost stolen away by Garrett. 2.6 seconds now for the Chargers. And Cookeville's falling back into the 2-3. Spradling's going to fire the deep one. In and out, no. 29-16, a halftime lead for the Cookeville Cavaliers. A good first half against McMinn Central. We'll break it down coming up at the Happy Hiller halftime show. You're watching Cookeville basketball, presented by Double Precision Landscaping and Lawn Maintenance on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
What if opportunity was all in a day's work?
We find new ways to make vacation dreams a reality. And that inspires me to do my best work every single day.
What if you can make a real impact in people's lives with a team that cares?
What I do matters, not just for guests, but for my team. We rely on each other each and every day.
What if your work inspired fun and moved people?
We put the world on vacation. Our job is to make people happy. Inspiring travelers around the world to live their best lives never stops being fulfilling.
At Travel and Leisure, what if can be what is. Stop wondering. Join the travel movement and start a career where memories start with you.
The Real Estate Collective Auction Group offers expertise in a variety of services, including real estate, personal property, equipment, and nonprofit benefit auctions. Call 931-559-9500 for more information or see their upcoming auctions at letsgorico.com. The Real Estate Collective Auction Group is proud to support student athletes in our area and this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Tee Up is the Upper Cumberland's brand new indoor golfing experience. With 3 state-of-the-art simulators, you can work on some of the world's best courses, all in the comfort of their climate-controlled facility. You want to know how you can improve? See everything from club speed to spin rate in seconds. Conveniently located at 141 4th Street in Baxter. Stop in. Visit them online at teupgolfclub.com or call them at 931-559-GOLF to reserve your simulator today. Tee Up is proud to support this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Fire and Vine in Cookeville is the Upper Cumberland's home for delicious Chicago-style pizza, beef, chicken, fish, and more. Located in Cookeville's historic downtown district, Fire and Vine's food and atmosphere will keep you coming back for more. Take in stunning views with the UCR team on Tuesday nights at 7, live for the UCR Coaches Show from the rooftop. Fire and Vine is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
The bidding begin. It's time for the show, and you know it's gonna go high. There's a buzz in the air, and people come from everywhere to hear the auctioneer cry. The sound of the gavel never gets old when you hear an EJ say so. Live or online, we handle auctions of any kind.
Call Aminette's Eagle Auction at 526-5335, where we soar higher.
Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing is proud to support student athletes and athletic departments throughout the Upper Cumberland. They're also proud to sponsor the Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing Player of the Game on this broadcast. From trophies to t-shirts, they can do it all. Stop by and see them at 120 Circle Drive in Allgood or give them a call at 931-537-9559. Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing is proud to sponsor this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
The Crouch team with Highlands Elite Real Estate is proud to present this home at 211 Wilhite Street in Sparta. A new build with 3 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms on 1,200 square feet, this home is affordable without skimping on quality. Boasting granite countertops, stainless appliances, and 9-foot ceilings, this could be your new home. Call the Crouch team at 931-979-1191 for more information today. Watson Chevrolet is proud to present the area's best selection of new and pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs. Watson Chevy's staff of experts are ready to get you into your next vehicle with unmatched service and knowledge. Stop in at 2350 Cookeville Highway and test drive the all-new Chevy Trax or Silverado today. And remember, don't buy till you see Jason Fye. Watson Chevy is proud to be the presenting sponsor of the UCR Media Network.
The Quality Family, a local company supporting and caring for our local communities. The Quality Family offers services to get you back to the game. From bracing to oxygen and everything in between, we can meet your medical equipment needs with Buckeye Home Medical Equipment. If you have an in-home need for strength and conditioning, for example after a surgery or injury, Quality Home Health is available to provide individualized care while you are on the mend. For those with end-of-life diseases, Quality Hospice is available to provide nurturing care during those difficult times. Choose the Quality family of services for care within your community. Visit thequalityfamily.com to navigate all we have to offer you.
When you order delivery from Domino's, you can get more than just pizza for $6.99. You can get specialty chicken, savory pastas, oven-baked Parmesan bread bites, molten lava crunch cakes, and medium two-topping pizzas as well. We didn't stop at pizza, and you don't have to either.
Getting the kids to practice on time. Remembering if it's your day to bring snacks. Making it to the game with a clean jersey. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with Auto Owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like whether your kid is going to run toward first or third base. That's simple human sense.
Visit swallowsinsurance.com or call us today, 931-526-4025. Protecting your future. It's what we do.
Welcome into the Happy Hiller Halftime Show. Visit happyhiller.com to see how they can help you with all your plumbing, electrical,
heating
and cooling needs.
You tried.
I did it good yesterday.
I've done it
2 days ago.
I've been doing it off the top of my head for years now. We appreciate Hiller. They've been with us for years.
Hiller.
But I'm just a pro at it. I don't give you the script.
Go to happyhiller.com. This is the Happy Hiller Halftime Show. Our halftime score, 29-16 in favor of the Cookeville Cavaliers after falling 71-47 on Tuesday night. Offensively, really struggled tonight. Changed up the defense. They went to a zone defense, and they're hitting shots led by Jaron Davis and Joseph Owens. This Cookeville team looks like they're getting a little bit more comfortable with each other here in game number 2.
Much better on defense so far in this game. No duh, only giving up 16 points in the half. They were aided by a McMinn Central team that is just insistent on trying to Pearl Harbor this thing. Bombs away entirely from behind the arc. Too soon? It's been 70 years, man. Goodness gracious. But, so that has helped. But this is a Cookeville team that I think has to be zone dependent this year, just against these good 4A teams that they will face. Sorry. I'm trying to be a professional broadcaster here. They've got to lay into that 2-3 zone. They actually ran it really well. We haven't seen them have to play a lot of zone in recent years, but this is a different Cookeville team. And if they can play defense like this, they don't have to hold teams to 16 points in a half. They've got enough offense. We've seen it. Joseph Owens, certainly, if he's shooting the way that he is. But with Jaron Davis, they've got a stud scorer. They can give up 30 points in a half and be okay. They can't do what they did last week, or on Tuesday, rather, which is just scoring at will for these other teams. Because Cade Caps is sensational, one of the best players in the state, but they will face other players who can score in bunches as they get into their district schedule.
Well, and this is a Cookeville team that they schedule tough. They have for the last few years, and especially in the non-district play, they will be playing some tough teams. Obviously, York coming into town, very different-looking York team, especially they might not have their football players there if they win coming up tomorrow night. They might not be there anyway.
Anyway, I would not bank on the football players.
You almost
being
tipped
there.
over a camera over there.
No, it's
not our camera either.
It's the same tripod we use. It's all good. We're all right.
So Cookeville starts out with the basketball first. Who played to Jalen Dank, who almost threw it down. The pass just a little bit too short for him to go back and get it. He almost went back and got it and brought it home. A really nice play drawn, just couldn't quite finish it. And McMinn Central now back on offense. Usually that's Jaron Davis on the other end. It was Jaron Davis throwing the pass, though. He's not used to throwing the oops.
True. I was kind of expecting it to be Jaron Davis on the other end. Nope, and just a little off. Those are tough plays to hit, but, man, they are momentum changers when you do.
2-3 zone look still here for the Cavaliers. It's worked really, really well, and McMinn Central insistent on shooting threes. They've just been kind of throwing it around the perimeter. Now they finally get it inside to Benton.
Yeah.
Spins, and an offensive foul. They got him on the hook.
I say that.
The big man in you.
Yeah, I mean, you can't punish a kid for being bigger and stronger.
Yeah.
I mean, find a way to defend him. He's going to move you out of the way. I don't like that call at all.
Walker Redding inside had the defensive pressure. And second foul called on Benton. Here's Davis inside. He's going to go up, and that is a well-earned foul. That time Benton will pick up his third quickly, though, and that is going to be big because he's kind of their neutralizer who could get him back into this game. Instead, Jaron Davis is going to be at the Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate free throw line for a couple of shots, and Benton picks up his third foul.
We haven't seen very many free throws tonight because the amount of threes these two teams have shot, but you're right, Benton, he's the kind of, you look at the matchup, the one kid Cookeville doesn't match up with personnel-wise, but now he's out in that foul trouble. See if the Cavs can stretch their lead with him out of the game.
So they bring in Landon DeFries. 7:01 to play here in the third quarter. Good free throw by Davis. Second one on the way. And 2 for 2 goes Jaron Davis. He's got 9 points now for the Cavaliers. They're up 31-16. There's a quick pass inside. Somehow got in there to DeFries, and it's tied up by Walker Redding. And then those two trying to rip it away from each other. It'll stay with the Chargers underneath with 6:57 remaining here in the third quarter.
Jaron Davis with the old, let me untie the shoe as I'm tying the
tie my shoe.
Yes. Got a little bit extra time down there.
They inbound it to McCarty on the right wing. Drives right side. He
1, 2, 3.
Travel. Deep three from Plemons will finally fall. They needed that one. They only had 2 points in the second quarter, and they finally knock it down. They had 14 in the first.
Cookeville's got to be careful because it's the way they're shooting threes. If they start to fall, they can erase a deficit in a hurry.
Owens, a lot of contact inside, and I think they call it on. No, they give it on the shot. Okay.
Who knows? Now tonight has been. Who knows?
They're going to get that one on DeFries, who is filling in for Will Benton. That is just his first. And Joseph Owens will earn a trip to the Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate free throw line.
We saw Joseph Owens really show a ton of evolution on the football field, so it really shouldn't surprise us how he's looked early in his basketball season. He's clearly putting the work on himself in the offseason, and I expect big things out of him.
Kind of came back last year on the basketball floor, and obviously they needed him. He made the game winner against a tremendously good Bartlett team in that semifinal game last year. There's a three from the left wing that doesn't fall. Owens went 1 for 2 from the stripe. He's got the basketball here, and the Cavaliers lead 32-19. Davis, kick out Owens. Fake on the three. Now he drives. A little floater. Doesn't go. Tip out. Probably could have been an offensive foul. They didn't call it. Carter Anderson now across the timeline. On the left wing. Between the legs, inside to Spradling. Trying to spin on Denk. Good defense by Denk, and they call a foul.
Yeah, on the spin, Denk kind of swiped at the arm, and he caught him on the upper forearm there. So
second foul called on Jalen Denk with 6:07 to go here in the third quarter. Chargers will inbound from the left baseline.
That's one where he had the position. He just wanted to steal, and that's where he got into trouble.
Clemens now being guarded by Davis, and the Cavaliers now in a man-to-man defense. They have come out of the zone a little bit, so changing it up defensively. Spradling being guarded by Heron. Gets a screen from McCarty. Goes to the right side of the top of the key. Now comes back left side. Gets to the basket. Good move and a foul. He'll be at the line for one.
One way or the other, McMinn Central's getting three. It may be behind the arc or an and one, but they are looking for a three every time down the floor, and they can cut it to a 10-point game. This one is not over yet. Cookeville's going to have to start figuring it out on the offensive end a little bit. They've gone cold after an explosive first quarter.
Second foul on Bryce Heron, and at the line, Spradling to try to complete the three-point play. Cannot do so, and Owens able to fight the rebound away from Walker Redding. 32-21, they lead by 11. 5:40 to go here in the third quarter. Joseph Owens on the left wing. Off to Davis for a triple try. No good. Short off the front side of the iron. Spradling the rebound, and now McMinn Central down by 11 with the basketball. There's Anderson. Around it comes Spradling. One more to Plemons. Fires on the three. That one misses deep and saved back in, and now the Cavaliers have it. Ahead to Heron left wing. Looks inside, slows it down. Little hesitation, dribble out to Redding. He's trying to throw it inside to Denk, who got tied up with Spradling, and I think Spradling is going to be tagged with his fourth foul. He's saying no, but he's got four fouls.
No, buddy, you're coming out.
To go in the third quarter.
You're coming out. Yeah, that you are coming out of the game.
I beg your pardon. That's just his third.
You're still coming out of the game.
Yeah.
5:09 to go in the third quarter. I love it, though. Competitor. Want to stay out there?
He's
5:09 in the fourth, maybe you stay in there.
A Redding three. That one will not go. Anderson the rebound. Here comes McMinn Central down by 11. 5 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Anderson on the left wing. Comes to Plemons, top of the key. We'll move it to Moss. Now back into the zone defense go the Cavaliers. Clemens quickly in to McCarty, kick out Moss. He's going to trigger the three. That one short. Davis the weak side rebound.
And I don't think McMinn Central has taken a three inside the college arc tonight.
No, I think you're right. Dank inside. That is a good move. And a blocking foul. Probably could have been a no call, but at least it wasn't an offensive foul. And it'll put Jalen Dank at the line for these 2 free throws from the Sonia Brown of the American Way Real Estate free throw line.
Yeah, I agree with you. Dank does a nice job in midair to kind of dodge contact, connects with the shoulder. Block is fine. Could have gone on with play either way. Let's see if Cookeville can capitalize a couple of freebies.
So Dank will have 2 coming and in and out on the first. It's his first trip to the line tonight. Clemens will come out as right back in is Spradling, now playing with 3 fouls.
He talked his way back into it.
Spradling, he is their leading returner in scoring, 9.2 points per game. It's a team that they lose their leading scorer. They had 4 guys that averaged at least 8 points per game, similar to the Cookeville girls, so a lot of different guys were getting points last year. But they just had one guy who was really leading the way. Second free throw good from Dank, makes it 33-21. Here is Spradling, and he comes in and knocks down a bucket.
Yeah, that's why he won the fight with his coach to get back on the floor, because they need a guy who can go get him a bucket from somewhere. He rewards him with that, too.
Yeah, he's got 11 points on the game as well to lead the way for the Chargers. Now Davis on the right side, hands off to Redding, top of the key. Brings it around the perimeter, now Owens. Here's Davis again, puts it on the deck with the left hand, kicks in the corner, one more pass Redding. He'll penetrate, and stolen away by Spradling. Brings it across the timeline, tracked down from behind, one-handed pass to Anderson. Kicks it back out, Moss. Spradling catches again in the high post, spots up. That one may have been tipped, it is not. It goes out of bounds, and that will be Cookeville basketball going the other way. 3:52 to go here in the third quarter.
Yeah, it's an important 3:52 here. Cookeville can kind of really take control with a little run of their own, or the other way. You could see it really tighten up when McMinn Central hits a 3 or 2.
33-23, 10-point advantage for Cookeville. Now trying to find a little bit of that offense. They had 29 points at halftime. Garrett, top of the key, drives it right side. Off to Dank. He slips, but he gathers his feet. Back out to Lane Garrett, and you can see the defensive intensity has picked up a little bit here for McMinn Central as well in the second half. And force a pass into Redding. Good catch. Backdoor cut. Davis steps out for a 3 and got it. A big one for Jaron Davis. It's a Gary Maxwell Insurance 3 for the Cavaliers.
You need a bucket. Get it to 12 and get out of the way. He reigns in a big one for Cookeville.
12 points on the night to Freese inside. And we've got a whistle. And a foul called on the floor on the Cavaliers with 3:10 to go in the third quarter. They're going to get Walker Redding with his second foul. It is the team's third foul. Jalen Dank will check out. Bo Maxwell in. Anderson throws it out top. Here's McCarty. He'll take it inside, all the way to the basket, lays it in with the right hand.
Yeah, real nice take there, decisive, gets inside. Haven't seen enough of that tonight out of McMinn Central. They'll need to add a little bit of that into their game to open up some of their shooters.
36-25, 2:55 to play in the third quarter. Maxwell with the basketball for the Cavaliers. Around it comes to Garrett. Now Jaron Davis. Between the legs, drives. Maxwell, and a foul before the pass. Little touch foul. It's going to be called on McCarty. It's his first. It is the team's 6th, so this will put Jaron Davis at the line for 2 free throws.
Leave the hand checks at the crib.
Yeah.
Please. And thank you. Appreciate your time.
Cavaliers will take it. 2:46 to go in the third quarter. Jaron Davis at the side to Brown with American Way Real Estate free throw line. Nice Windows or Lenovo, whatever sound it was, from the laptop playing the sound effects and music. But Davis able to knock down the free throw anyways.
Good job. Stay composed.
And goes 2 for 2. He's now 4 for 4 on the night, and he's got 7 points here in the quarter. Back to a 13-point advantage for the Cavaliers. Coach Hill trying to hype his team up, trying to get a little bit of momentum going here on the defensive side of the ball. Back in the zone defense, Spradling with the basketball stolen away, and a foul is called, and Davis not too happy about it. I got to agree. Looked pretty clean. Second foul called on Jaron Davis. 4th team foul on the Cavaliers with 2:35 remaining in the third quarter. Inbound McCarty for the Chargers. Around it comes to Plemons. Right back to McCarty. 2.5 to go. Spradling catches top of the key. And now Anderson will come get the basketball. Moving it around the zone. Haven't gotten it inside the zone yet. McCarty on the left wing. Now they finally get it to Spradling. Faces up, spins around, and good defense by Redding. Had a pass out of it. Wide open Anderson for a three. Missed badly, and a rebound down to Davis. Good defensive set there for the Cavaliers. 2:02 to go here in the third quarter. Davis with a basketball out to Owens. It's been a methodical offensive look. That one deflected. Good hands by Spradling. Anderson will bring it ahead for the Chargers. Bounce pass. Spradling fakes the three, drives inside to the basket. Scoop shot is up and in. What a move, and he's now up to 13 on the ball game.
Yeah, McMinn Central starting to play better offensively. They're getting it inside. The threes weren't falling, so they haven't just tried to beat their heads against the wall. They're trying to get inside and finish.
Now Garrett, top of the key, moves it left wing. Maxwell, he's going to try the three. Can't buy one, but Garrett's got the offensive rebound. The floater put back, no. Owens is there. He can't get it to fall. Tip shot, no. Long rebound out of bounds is going to stay with the Cavaliers. 1:21 to go here in the third quarter, up by 11, and Cookeville will have the basketball.
It's really good effort there from Cookeville on those second chances. Kind of rushed some of those putback attempts, but they're still able to retain possession.
Elijah Hacker checks in for the Chargers. Owens looking inside to Davis, just throws in the backcourt to Maxwell. 1:20 to go here in the third quarter. Cavs lead by 11. Bounce pass to Davis, deflected. Maxwell finds it, throws to Owens on the right side. Really trying to get into the hands of Davis. They finally do. He gets double teamed. May have been fouled, puts it up anyways, gets his own rebound, back up, somehow no foul, and finally got 2 points. You can see he's just kind of frustrated with the amount of contact he's taken. He's still able to get a bucket out of it. 40-27.
Don't you dare hand check, I'll tell you that right now.
49 seconds to go in the third quarter. McMinn Central basketball. Anderson on the drive, and a good floater there for Carter Anderson, his first bucket of the day. Makes it 40-29. The Chargers just kind of sticking around.
They are. They're hanging around, kind of like we saw the girls do, and then the girls went on a big run. We'll see if the boys can do that or if Cookeville is able to hang on. The good news for Cookeville is Jaron Davis starting to find his offensive flow. He's the best player on the floor, and when he's pouring it in, they're going to be tough to beat.
22 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Up by 11 are the Cavaliers. Davis on the left wing on the drive. Spins around, and a foul is called, and this will put Jaron Davis at the line. Foul is called on Elijah Hacker, his first. Brody Parsons, Jalen Dank into the game.
Starting to get near that 20-point mark for Jaron Davis tonight, and the team's only scored 40, so he's being a huge chunk of the offense.
He's got 16, make it 17. At the Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate free throw line. 16.2 seconds to play here in the third quarter.
I really like the way Jaron Davis looks. I mean, last year, so many weapons on this team that he was able to almost fade into the background a little bit unless he was posterizing somebody. He's got the skill set to be a top dog.
He had a couple 20-point games last year, but again, coming off the bench, a team with a lot of starters that could put up 20 points. Wasn't a ton of minutes out there for him. He was able to find some, though. Good pass inside, and DeFries finishes at the end of the third quarter. It's still an 11-point game. 42-31, the Cavaliers on top. One more quarter to go here at Roane State. You're watching Cookeville Basketball, presented by Double Precision Landscaping and Lawn Maintenance on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate is proud to present the Goff Ridge Resort at Center Hill Lake, featuring homes and large level building lots. Homes starting in the $290s and building lots starting at $42,900. The lots are soil tested and approved with utilities at the road and are ready for you to build your dream home. For more information, contact Realtor Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate at 931-979-7145.
Back here at Roane State Community College, 42-31. The Cavaliers on top by 11. Getting started here in the fourth quarter of action. Jaron Davis starting to come alive offensively. 11 third quarter points, and they needed him. He's got 18 now in the ball game, and it will be Cavaliers basketball going from left to right to start off this final frame.
Yeah, and a chance for them to take control of the game. McMinn Central, they shoot enough threes that they get hot. 11 is not safe, but little run here for Cookeville, and they can feel really good about getting their first win in the Coach Hill era.
Davis, hand off to Joseph Owens. Back to Davis, spins in the lane. Really good move, but he can't get the finish. Just a little bit short as he tried to bank it off the glass. So McMinn Central, who has trailed all game long, has stuck around this 10-point margin or so. Cavaliers have led by as many as 13. It's gone back down to 11, down to 10 a couple of times, and kind of stuck right there for the majority of the third quarter. A Plemons three could change it, but he misses it off the right side of the iron.
Jaron Davis is nearing a double-double. Another rebound right there.
You're up ahead to Dank. He's had some bright flashes in this game. Tried to kick it out to Parsons. It's on the ground and out of bounds. And they're going to say last touch by Parsons. He can't believe it.
I was told this is right in between the two schools. Maybe got the bad geography.
Some other things would suggest otherwise. It is technically a home game for McMinn Central. 7:03 to play here in the fourth quarter. Plemons on the left wing to McCarty in the corner for a three. That one misses. Long rebound to Benton, who's finally back in there. He takes it in with the left hand, finishes with the right, and a foul is called. And Will Benton will be at the line for one shot. Jalen Dank tagged with his third foul.
And Benton's been in foul trouble, but without that, I don't see how he can leave the floor. I mean, he's just a complete mismatch inside. He puts it on the deck there, finishes through contact. And now it's a single-digit game.
Misses short on the free throw, and the Cavaliers lead by 9, 42-33. Heron across the timeline over to Parsons' right wing. Here's Owens top of the key, left side Heron. Around it comes to Dank, and McMinn Central also changing up the defense. Now they're in a man-to-man. Davis to Dank. Parsons, a little three-man weave action on that top of the perimeter, just kind of cut and pass. Almost turned it over. Heron now drives and back out, and he does turn it over. Anderson jumped the pass. He's 1 on 3. Smartly decides to pull it back out. Spradling, who's had the hot hand in the third quarter, bounces off to Anderson. 6:14 to go in the ball game. 42-33. Low scoring affair between these two sides. Plemons on the left wing, looks inside, kicks in the corner. This is Spradling, now down low on the baseline. Benton trying to back down Parsons. It goes right through him, and a foul is called on Parsons. It took a hard fall. Out all the way on the right wing, and a foul going to be Parsons' second. Benton at the line for 2 shots with 6:01 to go.
And that's about all that Parsons can do there. Yeah. Just make it not an easy shot. I mean, that is not the matchup that Cookeville needs in this one size-wise inside.
That is a offensive lineman on the basketball court.
And I'm about to play hack-a-shack because these free throws have not been close.
They've been very short on the first 2 attempts. And that one also short and misses. 0 for 3 from the stripe is Benton. Still a 9-point game, 42-33. 5:55 to go here in the contest. Cavalier basketball. Heron to the left side, Owens. Cavaliers have struggled at times on offense, still trying to find their stride. This is the guy they got to get it to. Missed it, got his own rebound, finally called a foul. And that's what Davis is saying. He's looking to the baseline official and saying, man, where's the whistle? McCarty tagged with it. It's his second.
Good for Jaron. He's staying in there. He's battling inside. He's not a true post. Like, that's not his skill set, but he's getting in there into the grimy areas and coming out on top.
Able to knock down the free throw. Now 19 points on the contest. At the Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate free throw line. Jaron Davis still perfect on the night. He's 8 for 8 from the stripe. He's got 20 now in the ball game. 44-33. He had 22 in game number 1 against Stone Memorial. Again, he is their go-to guy on offense. Averaged about 9 points a game last year off the bench. He's going to average a lot more than that this year. 5:26 to go. Plemons to Anderson. Anderson with a right-handed dribble between the legs. Brings it back out top. Good defense by Heron to kind of force him out there. Try to force a pass inside. Finds McCarty somehow. And again, a foul inside called on the Cavaliers. The whistle has been much more frequent on this side of the ball, or this side of the court. Parsons tagged with his third. It is the team's third.
What are you implying by that?
You can infer.
Oh, okay. What does infer mean?
McCarty with the basketball. Ben down low. That's a good pass to Anderson, who's able to go up and in for 2. And now 44-35. Again, they've been sticking around. It's been as close as this point, 9 points. Cavaliers been able to answer back a couple of times whenever they've gotten this close. Davis, just kind of the slow dribble out near half court. Off to Owens. And off Dank. Drives inside, out to Parsons. He traveled.
Yep.
Got to come to the jump stop. Wasn't able to do so. And it will be another turnover by the Cavaliers.
And I know that turnover notwithstanding,
Spradling just took a hard fall over on the Cavaliers sideline.
One thing I like the last few possessions is Cookeville's not just come down and triggered the quick shot. In years past, they've kind of done that in situations like this, and they've left the door open for some teams. Take your time. You don't have to just play stall ball, but find a good shot. They're not rushing through their offense. I like that here in game number 2.
Back into the zone defense. Anderson a deep 2, try in and out. No. Benton able to track down the rebound, though. Wraps a pass back to Anderson. Fakes the 3, finds Spradling. Pass fake. Now we'll give to Clemens. Clemens inside Benton. He's going to get double teamed this time, and a foul is called again.
Yeah, Greg got the arm as he came in there.
They get Jalen Dank.
Dank flied in to try and get that ball out and just caught the forearm.
It's 4 fouls on Dank, and a full timeout's going to be taken by the Cavaliers. They lead by 9, 4:16 to go in the ball game. And McMinn Central basketball. When we come back, you're watching high school basketball presented by Double Precision Landscaping and Lawn Maintenance on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
All Sports and Outdoors in Jamestown is the Upper Cumberland's best sporting goods store. From cleats to camping supplies and everything in between, this family-owned store has it all. All Sports and Outdoors is proud to support our community, including student athletes throughout the Upper Cumberland. Stop in at 207 South Main Street or visit their website at hall42.com. All Sports and Outdoors is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Cookeville Cavalier timeout on the floor. 44-35 they lead with 4:16 to play here in the fourth quarter. Cavaliers maybe struggled a little bit more offensively here in the second half. They had 29 first half points. It's only 15 points in this second half so far, but defensively been pretty solid today.
They absolutely have the defense so much better than what we saw on Tuesday against Stone Memorial. Obviously, McMinn Central doesn't have a Cade Caps that can just go get you a bucket. But just as a team, they're making life much more difficult. Difficult shots for a team that really likes to shoot it a ton. Can they hang on, though? It's still not over.
Chargers having some troubles getting the ball in. They find Spradling, throws it right back to Anderson in the corner. Now Benton at the free throw line, trying to drive. He spins, and an offensive foul is called on Will Benton. That's, the second offensive foul he's been called for. It is his 4th. And good defense by Owens inside, staying straight up the whole time.
Yeah, and that one was the correct call, in my opinion, because he lowered the shoulder right into the chest of Owens, who had that legal guarding position. Owens doesn't have to go down in that situation like you see a typical charge. It is an offensive foul.
Now Walker Redding and Benton kind of getting into it at the elbow there. Good pass inside to Heron, who got loose, and he missed the bunny inside. That's one that he's going to want back. 44-35. Here's a 3 from Spradling, who knocks it down. And now the Chargers have made it a brand new ball game, a 6-point game with 3:42 to go.
This kid's a baller. You saw him try to stay in the game when he picked up his 3rd foul. He got back in there. That is a stone-cold shot right there to step into it and get your team back in the basketball game.
Just a 29% free throw shooter a year ago as a junior. He's got 16 points tonight. Here's Dank. Corner Heron. Inside, kick out Owens, open for a 3, and that's a Gary Maxwell Insurance 3 for Joseph Owens, his 4th of the night. He's got 13 points.
Big-time shot, answering right back for Joseph Owens.
Now McCarty trying to answer. Doesn't get it to fall. Davis the rebound. 3:05 to go. Coach Hill saying slow it down. 47-38, back up by 9 after the big 3 by Joseph Owens. Davis past his defender in the middle of the lane. He may have been fouled again. They didn't call it. He missed it. Anderson quickly ahead to Spradling on the left wing. A little hesitation dribble to the spin move. Try to kick it back out. Finally found Plemons, and he rattles it home. Somehow, Plemons just kind of stepped into the gift and makes it a 6-point game again, 47-41, 2.5 to go.
Yeah, Cookeville disrupted the pass, and they just didn't have anybody to go grab it. Plemons makes them pay.
Here is Redding on the right wing. A lot of back cuts, a lot of cutting. Now Dank. Handoff Heron. 2:20 to go. Joseph Owens open again, fakes the 3, gets inside. 14-foot jumper is good. And the seniors leading the charge, 15 points on the night, and a timeout taken by McMinn Central and Coach Daniel Curtis. He wants a full timeout with 2:11 to play in the ball game. Cavaliers up by 8, 49-41. You're watching Cookeville basketball, presented by Double Precision Landscaping and Lawn Maintenance on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
The Real Estate Collective Land and Farm Team represents a dedicated group of individuals possessing a wealth of expertise in land and farm sales. They possess a range of resources at their disposal, all aimed at showcasing the innate qualities of each property. Call 931-559-9500 for more information or see their current listings at letsgorico.com. The Real Estate Collective Land and Farm Team is proud to support student athletes in our area and this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Back here at Rome State Community College, the Cavaliers enjoying an 8-point advantage, but just 2:11 to go in the game. Haven't been able to pull away from this McMinn Central team.
Well, they have not, and that is in no small part due to some key threes here that you figure McMinn Central would hit. But Joseph Owens, he's hitting threes in this game. That was a great play into the timeout. Gets the defender out on him because of those threes that he hits. Gets into the mid-range, finishes the floater. Cookeville's been able to keep him at bay. You never felt so far like there was a huge push from the Chargers. But a couple of shots could change that. But Cookeville's doing a nice job of keeping them at bay as they try to make this push.
2:11 to go in the ball game out of the timeout taken by the Chargers. It is Chargers basketball. Now a little full court pressure here for the Cavaliers. They back out of it. Just trying to make it a little bit difficult. Full court pass up to Benton, who catches it, goes up and lays it in. Will Benton, 8 points now, makes it a 6-point game again.
And now Cookeville's got to slow down, force them to come out and foul you.
1:55 to go. They do have only two team fouls for McMinn Central. So if it gets too late and they're down, it could hurt them. Here's Owens on the left baseline, gets all the way to the basket. Somehow a foul is not called again, but it goes out of bounds. It'll stay with the Cavaliers.
And Cookeville fortunate there. That was not what they needed. You do not want to go up into the lane with that big guy and try to finish over him with a 6-point lead in under 2 minutes to play. You get an open layup, great. That was not it.
Heron will inbound into Owens, and he is fouled that time as they came down on the ball trying to block it away, and they do get bent, so he's going to foul out. So that is big for the Chargers. He's going to foul out with the 8 points. And Joseph Owens will head to the Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate free throw line for 2 shots. 1:36 to go in the contest.
You get him out as important, but he's not a three-point shooter, and you're probably going to see Coach go with a bunch more three-point shooters here.
They brought in Hacker, a sophomore. Owens able to knock down the first. Cavalier team been able to knock down free throws tonight, similar to the Lady Cavaliers in game number 1. They needed them in game number 1. And now an 8-point lead for Cookeville with 1:35 to go here in the fourth. And it has been the seniors here in the second half leading the charge. Clemens on the left wing. Chargers trail 51-43. Got loose, fires it away. Clemens can't get it to fall. We've got a foul underneath on the rebound. And I think they called a push-off on Jaron Davis.
And Coach Hill says, calm down. Everybody got a little bit frustrated. He said, not worth it. You know, you don't say anything that can get you teed up here. You've got the lead. Just hang on.
That is the 15th foul on the Cavaliers. So it does put McMinn Central at the line with 1:22 to go for 2 free throws. Chance to make it a 6-point game again from the line this time. And in and out, no. The first from Hacker.
Big miss there. Keeps it at 3 possessions. And for Cookeville, that's just the name of the game. Keep it as big a gap as you can and watch that clock tick away.
2 games that have come down to the wire. A bad miss on the second. Good rebound by Redding, and the Cavaliers have the basketball. 1:20 to go.
I'm not sure that wasn't an intentional miss there, trying to get the rebound. Did not work out, though.
Owens on the drive, got pushed in the back by Clemens, so they'll wave it off. That will be the 4th team foul. Clemens will pick up just his first. The Cavaliers are going to burn a timeout to talk it over. 1:11 to go in the ball game. 51-43 is the score with the Cavaliers on top. We've got a full timeout. We'll take it with them. Back in 30 seconds as you watch Cookeville High School basketball presented by Double Precision Landscaping and Lawn Maintenance on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
Watson Chevrolet is proud to present the area's best selection of new and pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs. Watson Chevy's staff of experts are ready to get you into your next vehicle with unmatched service and knowledge. Stop in at 2350 Cookeville Highway and test drive the all-new Chevy Trax or Silverado today. And remember, don't buy till you see Jason Fye. Watson Chevy is proud to be the presenting sponsor of the UCR Media Network.
Back here at Rome State Community College, 1:11 to go in the contest, and the Cavaliers have a 51-43 lead, trying to pick up their first victory of the season, and for Coach Hill, his first victory as a head coach of the Cavaliers here in season number 1. They fell against Stowe Memorial 71-47 on Tuesday night. McMinn Central falling to CSAS on Tuesday night by 7 points. And we'll see what the Cavaliers draw up out of the timeout here. Says they've got a couple of timeouts remaining. They do. They've got a 30 and a full. Davis will inbound. Finds Redding. Around it comes to Denk. Davis trying to get loose inside. Bo Maxwell wide open for a three. Can't get it to fall. Davis the offensive rebound. Back up and in, and a foul. Jaron Davis will head to the Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate free throw line for one shot.
Yeah, a little jabs out of Cookeville, and then a haymaker. Number 12 inside, goes up, gets the board. Double-digit lead, just over a minute to go on the doorstep of their first win of the year.
Jalen Denk will head out as Lane Garrett checks in with 63 seconds to play. The good bucket by Davis makes it a 10-point game. Chance to complete the three-point play. He does. Perfect on the night at the line. He is 9 of 9 from the Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate free throw line. 1 minute to play, 54-43. Spradling a three. No. Rebound tipped around. Redding's got it. And we'll hand it off to Davis. They're trying to foul. Maybe. Owens, one-handed pass to Maxwell, is wide open for a lay-in, and he's got his first bucket of the season. Bo Maxwell a deuce. Here's Spradling on the right side. Few dribbles around.
Don't foul.
Trying to get inside. A jump stop. Puts it up. Blocked by Owens. And Owens will come up with the basketball. And then he will be fouled with 30 seconds to play. Spradling picks up his fourth. And Joseph Owens will have two free throws at the Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate free throw line. And the Cavaliers have done a great job of closing this basketball game out.
Yeah, they have. And mentioned they were able to keep McMinn Central at bay. There's always like, could they have that little run in them? And they started to, and then Cookeville was just able to put them back down. And this has been a great final couple of minutes out of this Cookeville team. With players all over the floor, with a couple of exceptions who haven't been on the floor in key end-of-game situations, they have really looked good tonight here in those situations.
Yeah, last year it was just Joseph Owens and Jaron Davis that got playing time in crucial minutes. None of the rest of the guys did. Two good free throws again from Joseph Owens. They have knocked him down here late. They're up by 15. Anderson to Plemons. Wraps it inside. This is McCarty. Spins around, puts it up, and misses. 18 seconds to play. Cavaliers have the basketball, and they called an offensive foul on Joseph Owens on the push-off after the rebound.
Just get to the buzzer, please. Just get to the buzzer so I don't say something that's going to get me an email.
So McMinn Central
Congrats,
will have
bro.
the
You had the whistle in your mouth. Good job. You're here. We saw you. That was really necessary. Goodness gracious.
Anderson inbounds Plemons. Can't get it to fall. Owens does have the rebounds. Make sure to not throw the elbow that time. Maxwell will walk it across the timeline, and that should do it. I don't know if McMinn Central lets it go. 2 seconds. And our final score, 58-43. The Cookeville Cavaliers have their first win of the season, and Coach Hill, his first win as the Cookeville Cavalier head coach.
Yeah, congratulations to Coach Matt Hill and the Cookeville Cavaliers. It did not go the way they wanted to on Tuesday. A much stronger performance here tonight. You know, we're talking about the players in those end-of-game situations. That's Coach Hill's first time on the clipboard in the end-of-the-game situation like that, and he pushed the right buttons as well. So great to see when kind of an onslaught happened to him on Tuesday night there in Crossville. That's when sometimes you can let doubt creep in early in the season. You know, can we get back to winning basketball? The answer is yes. They get a 15-point win tonight. They come to a neutral site and do it. Great win for the Cavaliers, and see if this can jumpstart something for them. With a set of games now, they get York Institute on Tuesday night. A York team that's not going to have their entire team there, and even if they did, that's a game that Cookeville could have a chance in, so a chance to build some momentum here early in the season.
Take you through the scores, and then we'll choose our Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing Player of the game. The Cavaliers, 15 of 17 from the Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate free throw line, and a perfect 7 of 7 in that fourth quarter, led by Jaron Davis tonight, 23 points. He was a perfect 9 of 9 from the charity stripe. Joseph Owens had 19 points, 8 points for Walker Redding. All of those came in the first half. 6 points for Jalen Denk, and 2 for Bo Maxwell late. For the McMinn Central Chargers, they were led by Dalen Spradling with 16 points. Will Benson had 8. 9 points for Aiden Plemons. 4 apiece for Carter Anderson and Raymond McCarty. And 2 for Landon DeFries off the bench. Who are you going with for the Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing Player of the Game?
Yeah, a huge honorable mention to Jaron Davis tonight. But in that fourth quarter when they needed it, Joseph Owens came up big time and time again. We saw him kind of show something new in his game with the three-point shooting. Just really good on both sides of the basketball tonight. So it could have been Jaron Davis, but tonight I'm going to go Joseph Owens.
Joseph Owens, your Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing Player of the Game. 19 points. He had 4 triples, and he was 5 for 6 from the charity stripe tonight. The Cavaliers moved to 1-1 on the season, their first win of the season. Final score tonight, 58-43. As Noah mentioned, they will be back in action at home for the first time this season against York Institute on Tuesday night. We will have broadcast coverage of that basketball game. Coming up tomorrow night, 3 quarterfinal football games on UCR. Macon County, White County, Noah will be there. On UCR 2, Bledsoe County and York Institute. Casey and Jack Bolden on that call. And on UCR 3, myself and Coach Shanks for Clay County and South Pittsburgh. UCR 4 will have Cumberland County and Pickett County basketball. Chase Hoke will have the call of that one. Saturday, more basketball, Upperman basketball on the road in Morristown for a couple of games on UCR. And then Monday, more basketball, Upperman basketball, boys basketball, only game, I believe, against James Lawson. Tuesday, more basketball. And then football after Thanksgiving on Friday. Of semifinals.
Guaranteed.
Somebody is going to be there.
Guaranteed
Either
at least
Macon
one.
County or White County.
Hopefully 3.
York obviously has a chance. Clay County's got a chance.
Hopefully we have 3.
I hope we have 3.
That'd be the first time we've ever done
that. Would be incredible if we had 3. But somebody will be playing in the semifinals next week. Appreciate you tuning in today. If you haven't done so already, hit that like button, hit the share button. Let us know where you're watching from. For Noah McKay, I'm Jacob Vincent saying so long from Maroon State. The Cavaliers win on the girls' side, 53.